What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jess from She Vibes, and Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio. They have two convenient locations on the east side, East 200th Street. You'll call 216-531-7373, or the west side, Pearl Road, at 216-398-7373. Mention Red Line Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. And always remember, it's definitely a vibe.
Comedian Sean Boyd from Just Therapy. I got to talk to you about something important. Growing Wings Adult Services. You know, they're actually the official sponsor of the new state-of-the-art Studio 2 for Redline Radio LLC. But Growing Wings Adult Services, they have been in business for 5 years. They have 5 years experience of working with adults with disabilities. If you need more information, you got to call my girl Lisa. Call her at 234-334-7547. Don't forget Growing Wings Adult Services, and make sure you ask for Lisa.
What's going on, everybody? It is Tim Buck 2 from Tim Buck Tuesday. And you know, I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from Money's Crazy Mind. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that sometimes after my trash has been picked up, man, does my garbage can smell like, well, trash. Well, if you have the same problem that I'm having, then you can reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning LLC. They offer trash can cleaning and pressure washing. Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning is locally owned, eco-friendly trash can cleaning service in Northwest Ohio, serving North Ridgeville and the surrounding areas. You can reach Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning LLC at 440-752-1533 or at their website, ftbcusa.com, or you can email Brandon at ftbcusa.com, or you can check them out on Facebook, FTBCUSA. And of course, if you mention Redline Radio while you book a service, you receive 10% off the first service. That's an awesome deal. And don't forget to reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning Service LLC today.
Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, you know I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
People hit me like, why y'all ain't live yet?
You gonna looking forward to this shit. They've been looking forward to it all week. Oh, standing ovation. It's my people, it's my crowd. Thank you. We missed y'all too. We really did. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brandon X Bell, aka Black Line Black State of 8. And you are back again. It's September 10th, year 2022. Live show this side of the Mississippi River. No, my bad. The hardest show north of the Southwest Pacific.
Niggas doing geography and
No,
it's just like,
stop.
hold
I'm
up.
like,
Stop
right.
that.
I'm like, wait,
Stop
what?
that.
Get your book out. Google it.
Don't these are the sauce ones?
A B C D E F G.
No. We are the most talented, dynamic show.
Don't forget controversial.
It all depends. It all depends.
No, they gave us that.
They gave us that
I
title.
mean, they totally did. But I'm trying to, like controversy. Like, I don't even think we've been controversial. I think people just been soft. But that's just me, though.
That's where controversy comes from.
I'm like, you gotta. To me, you really gotta see controversy. Like nowadays, people so soft. Like controversy could be like, oh, I said something about a deer. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, you're controversial. And then my mother be like, oh, look at me, I'm such a badass. I'm controversial because I said something. You ain't really did nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just shot motherfuckers that's not used to being shot. You know what I'm saying? Or people that's docile. See, with controversy, you got to be willing to stand on something. And sometimes it's agreed upon or not agreed upon. With controversy, it's like you just living in your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we could be controversial to some, but for others, we appreciate it. And just what side of the coin you
like
on.
to stay in those boxes. That's what the problem is.
So
Everybody
what?
like to stay in that box.
Cool.
Like, get out that box.
Let them. My job, here's the thing. My job ain't to get you out no box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you a grown ass person.
Mm.
You feel me? Like, I speak to individuals on an intellectual basis, and the stuff I speak about and the way I speak. If you're not already outside the box, you either gonna get mad or it's gonna go over your head.
Yeah, right.
And at this point in time, I ain't got time to explain that shit. You either get it or you don't.
Right.
Now,
If you know, you know.
indeed.
It looks funny if they don't.
And if y'all don't know what the name of this show is,
Tell them.
just in case if y'all didn't get enough information,
Well.
this show is called TMI. Too much information, which means when we talk too much, which is a good thing. When we give info, it's too much of it.
Mm.
People can't digest it. They gotta get some milk and wash it down or something. You know what I'm saying?
Information overload.
You feel me?
Some milk. Just spring
So-
water.
It's like some lake water from the Lake of Minnetonka.
Oh.
Don't
At least
drink
they ain't
that,
say
by the way.
Erie,
Don't drink
because
that,
we
by the
know
way.
about that Erie.
Yeah, we're not gonna drink Lake Erie water.
That
I
means
love my
it's gonna be a
city,
little
but it's
fishy.
just not.
They get that.
I don't think you're supposed to drink any water.
They won't even give
Out
Lake
of
Erie water to
rivers, oceans,
prisoners.
or lakes. You're not.
You know where you stay at. You feel me? There's some
Man,
places that got pure.
Speaking of water, did
Untouched
y'all
water.
see that one? The city that got the little black water?
That's Mississippi.
What, Flint?
No, it's
Oh, Jackson, Mississippi.
We got another one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, and we actually gonna be getting that. We actually gonna be getting to that too. You know what I'm saying? So tonight our topics, like, this has been a very busy week for your boy. You know, and can I tell y'all about how busy my week been real quick?
yes, sir. Go for it.
You feel me? Like I don't talk about myself too much on the show. But like this week, like, say for instance, I'll start with today and go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So literally, I pull up to the show from moving into my new crib. You know what I'm saying? So moving into my new
Congratulations
house.
on the
You
new
know
spot.
what I'm saying? You know, got that 4-bedroom. You dig? You feel me? That joint nice. That joint nice.
Man, hey, I'm gonna help you put the man cave together.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Why I
you.
gotta be a man cave? How y'all know?
Because it's
we
a
don't-
man
How y'all
cave.
know we don't want to come shoot some bull?
We're not gonna come shoot bull in a man cave.
I've been on that
I'm
lake
gonna-
relations.
Men like women, right? You feel me?
I'm gonna need.
Most men like women.
I know the whole
Look at
alphabet
you,
sign
Star.
language. I'm actually fluent.
You threw
I'm
up.
actually fluent in sign language.
For real, I don't know what games you throwing up, but
They was my own personal ones, you know, because for the men cave.
you about
I
to
used
have,
to
you
know
about
the
to have
alphabet
like
real
a, you about to have like a
good.
group of Cambodian midgets outside of
I was
us.
starting to go right.
Like, because you up here set tripping, because you riding with the East Side Cambodians. I don't even know what you was throwing up. Like,
Hey, first of
They
all,
got her.
Not
Like-
the inside
She got her
Cambodian.
bringing her sugar
I need to
sugar
be
cookies
careful
from
what I
Queens.
you
say.
feel me? And so right before I got to the show, I was moving, like, literally all day. Like, I woke up this morning, go get the U-Haul, go get the stuff out the U-Haul, out the storage, and we just been moving all day, right? So that's today. Now, 3 hours prior to me waking up at 6 a.m. to start moving, I literally drove back from PA in Pittsburgh. Shout out my whole crew out there, man, Kingstown. You feel me? If y'all don't know. Shout out Jeremy Bennett. You feel me? Hawkeye. You feel me? Like, new season coming back this fall. You feel me? Catch your boy in the new season. I play King Spit. I'm a You know what I'm saying? Because I spit at the CEOs, you feel me?
Okay,
I hate
BLC, your
CEOs.
spit
Like,
on,
I'm
bruh.
spitting, and shout out my man Michael Beach, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
you brought some of my things.
like if y'all don't know who Michael Beach
Wait,
is,
what?
watch Soul Food. He's a dude that was banging Aunt Terry up,
Right, I
cousin
know
Terry
who
up
he
against the
was.
wall. Yeah.
I feel like it's
Oh,
worth mentioning.
Spawn.
Not to be
He say
showing our
Spawn. He
age, but
say
y'all
Spawn
got to know
too.
who that man
I
is.
feel like it's worth
Yeah,
mentioning that this man he's been crowned as one of the top spitters in movies and rapping now.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm king spit everywhere. And today is also a special day because it's my mother's birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Mama.
Mama.
Happy birthday,
Happy
mama.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
I want to send a special shout out to my mother.
Happy birthday,
Like-
Mama Bill.
Happy
Like,
birthday,
for a
mama.
single mother. She was an all the way single mother. Like, I didn't even know that. I thought I was a stork baby. You know what I'm saying? Because
She held it down that
like
hard.
for real, I ain't
Nigga
know-
thought he
I
was
didn't-
Jesus.
like real talk. Like I knew what a father figure was because of my grandfather, but I didn't
Shout
know,
out to the
I didn't know
grandfathers of
what
the
a
world.
dad was. I literally grew up without a dad. It was
Shout
me
out
and
to
my
any
mom's.
dad
Like,
figure out there.
I didn't meet my
Right.
dad
For
until
real.
I was
Any
until I was
father
like
figure at
14 or
all.
15. And my mom's was literally from when I was a baby, even up until now, was my mother and my father, my best friend, my sister. And I could never thank her enough for all of the sacrifices
Slip it in.
that she did for me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got in trouble, like I remember me and my mother, I got in trouble with I ain't gonna go into detail, but I got in trouble on some court shit. And I thought my mother, she went down, hollered at the magistrate with me. I thought I was about to be in trouble, right? And so the magistrate, she was coming at me crazy, right? My mother cussed her out. Like, let her have it. And me and her both ended up cussing the magistrate. We rolled up out of there like, man, you know what? You about to let my son off of this bullshit.
If y'all don't know, you don't fuck with Mama Bell.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my mom, she a gangster. Like, she she stayed down south of Alabama. And when I went down there and
My
when I
daddy
used to
was
go
from
down there to
Alabama.
visit, she like, oh, shout out, no doubt.
You too.
There was a snake crawling, and she came out the house with a shotgun on that joint and
Ooh.
blew his head
She
off.
sound like my grandma.
Sound like a
And she
movie.
know how to ride horses and train horses and stuff. That's where I get those skills from. She got me into acting, and she was my first manager in music. She always believed in me when nobody else did. She took me to auditions as a kid. She got me involved in the game. When she was doing makeup on movies, she would bring me to the set with her so I could see what that was like and experience that, you know, and learn. And I could never thank her enough for just being my biggest support system. And being the woman that she is a true queen. So I just wanted to say thank you, Mom. I love
Girl,
you.
you act
And
like I took you out.
birthday.
Shout out.
Happy birthday. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out.
Now, and also on a more somber note, for anybody that was able to make it out, today was Silver Beach homecoming.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed that, man. I did not get to work with him, man. I should have been working with Silver Beat back in like 2010. Like I knew him ever since I went to Kennedy, you know. So you know, Fighting Eagles, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Fighting Eagles out there, you know, class 05 right here. But it's for movies and a lot of different stuff. Wait, that ain't come back. Say it again.
What?
Somebody say something.
No,
Y'all just busted out laughing.
We laughing at you.
No,
Yo,
but
shout out, yo.
yeah,
What's
like
up?
real
Kennedy
cool
Eagles?
dude. He always wanted you to promote yourself.
And
If you
my
was
uncle
out there
used to be
doing
your,
something for
principal.
yourself, he always believed in you and
man.
always wanted you to believe in yourself.
I
So
know.
I'm hurt at the news. Seriously, my condolences go out to the family. Seriously,
Yes,
like
my
much
uncle, your
love, much
principal.
care. If y'all out there, y'all listening, y'all can follow me, Slick Nick from the 216 on IG, Nick Lee on Facebook. You know.
We'll say that to the end of the show, bro.
But it's okay.
But back to
I mean,
Silver B,
still, I
though.
want to
Back
give him
to
a shout
Silver
out.
B. No doubt. But yo, Silver B, man, like his family, everybody, like the homecoming was today. So you know what I'm saying. Make sure y'all send the family some love. Send Silver B, you know what I'm saying, love and blessings. Like I said, we lost a true king. He was a true
Right.
blessing to the city, a true blessing to the hip hop community,
Once in a
the entertainment
lifetime
community. Yeah, once in a lifetime soul, man. Like Billikadeli, like he like for real, he touched everybody. And if you had an opportunity to meet him, you was a blessed individual because he left you something that you can learn from. Like I learned from him. Like everybody that I know that knows Silver B learned from him, and that's a rare type of person where when you're around them, you can learn from them. You know what I'm saying? And like me and him, we had so many dope moments and kicked it so many times. Like Silver B didn't care who you was or where you was from. if you had a, you know what I'm saying, if you had an inkling of a good spirit about you, Silver B was gonna hang out with you. He was gonna talk with you. He was gonna try to give you something to get through your day. And
he was the one that would see it in you.
Yeah,
That part.
Yeah, always believed in you.
He had X-ray vision. When you didn't see it in yourself, he saw it in you. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, it's, and I'm
Yes,
sorry.
the
I'm sorry that he's gone, because the way I feel, there's not going to be another person. Like, we needed that dude here. You feel me?
Now that's the part.
We need, because ain't no, like, he was a true genuine spirit. And then, like, for real, like our elders from the real past day generation, like, we losing them. You feel me? Like that generation is going like that era of wisdom. I say the people who was born between, like, you know, like, at least for our generation that we know of, like 1920 and through like the 1950s,
50s and 60s.
you know what I'm saying? You know, like, well, my mom was born in 1960, so please, mom, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like that generation of the grandmas and that good old wisdom is going. And like, you know, that next generation, like say our mothers and fathers will be like that, you know, that era of big mamas that's up next to take that mantle, and then it's us. You know what I'm saying? Now, move a couple generations down the line, are we even gonna have big mamas the way some of these? I mean, we barely gonna have grandpops, like, because we got a lot of generations of single moms and dudes that wasn't there for their kids, and so you got a lot of kids that's gonna grow up without grandfathers. Like, I grew up with my grandfather, but I grew up without my father. But my kids are never gonna know who my father was, so they in turn, because I grew up in a single parent, they're not gonna meet their granddad on my side. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know their granddad on my wife's side, but they don't know their granddad. They never met him. They never, you know what I'm saying? Like, never met him. Like, never will. And that, you know, that's kind of unfortunate. So we got a whole group of generation of kids that's, you know, that's going to be growing up in that sector.
But that's the crazy part, because I always say this all the time. Like, this generation is like breeded different. Like, back in the day, fathers would shovel shit just to make sure, you know, the kids was covered. Like, whatever they need to do, give blood, whatever. Now it's like pull tooth and nail, like, on either end. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't trying to stick it out, do the hard stuff. Soon stuff get hard, they know. Yeah, they don't know about that. Yeah. I don't know where it got skipped, but they weren't learning that stuff.
And
even valuing life, for real.
Yeah, and like, really, things change from generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go through changes, and the generation is not like the previous generation. Like, you know, like, for real, like my grandparents didn't like my mama's music. My mama didn't like our generation's music. We don't like the next generation's music. And then
I don't understand their music.
Now, I can't wait until the youngsters get old, and I really want them to try to put on like one of these new cats and be like, yeah, so y'all don't know nothing about hip hop, and they just throw on some, you know, one of these motherfuckers. Are they gonna be able to do that though? Like, you know.
See, I feel like I'm old school because I grew up on my mama music. Like,
I
even listen to it now.
Yeah, we did too.
I'm like, oh my god, why am I listening to
but
this?
See, but
girl, I
people,
love listening to it. They put the shows on all days.
I'm gonna tell y'all how crazy it is though.
Luther Vandross.
Like, when we were kids, right? When we were kids, right? Music that was being played in the 50s. Say if you were a kid that was born in the 80s, right? Music that came out in the 50s that was 30 years prior, right? We looked at that music as old as shit, right? We did, right?
Old school.
But think about it like this, right? For us kids that was born, for the kids that's young now and they listen to music from the fucking 80s.
They think
that's
Usher
the same.
old school.
That's literally the same difference. So think about it. For us,
Usher is old school. They like, y'all.
Look, just imagine when they think about Keith Sweat. Just imagine when they think about Keith Sweat. They probably think Keith Sweat don't even exist because it's so far back. Like then the OJ's got to be like Beethoven in them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't even know
the Temptations got to be like,
but it's crazy.
Mozart.
Mozart, not Mozart.
15-year-old.
Whoever.
When she was able to like really pick her own music, like when we go to the library, she would go straight to the Supremes, the Temptations. I didn't teach her this. She didn't really listen to that.
She got
culture. My mom didn't really listen to it. But that's what she would go to. Right now, she will turn up some Michael Jackson. She will turn up some Luther.
That's my
because if it's new to them, it's new. Like, because they never heard it before, so it's just a good ass song. Right? They're not tainted by what's hot and what's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's old school.
But you know how back in the day,
because I don't know who mama did do this or daddy didn't do this. Like, my parents used to have a whole boatload of company in the living room. They'd be like, come here, show them that dance.
Yes.
Cabbage Patch.
Everybody had one of those moments. Did y'all have one of those moments coming up? Hey, come do that little dance. She was doing that auntie house in the backyard. What you call it? The toe and heel? The toe and heel? No, the heel toe, man.
You did the other day. Like,
Look, show right now.
me and my cousin, they like, Adrian Toya, come show them that dance y'all was doing. We be like,
Right. You see what my baby did? You see what my baby did?
Do that chicken. What's that chicken? Grandma, it's the chicken head. Yeah, do that. What's his name? Change it. Turn on that chain.
My grandparents don't even know.
Okay, so you just told your age because
Yeah, we way back further than that.
Right. I was like,
Chingy
I was born in 85.
Wait,
85.
wait, and you told
Like,
me
so what you just said about those was born in the 80s?
We're the same age. I was born in 85.
I was born in 84. I went, my grandma was telling me to come to the chicken head.
When Scorpio season come up, I'm turning 37.
Your grandmama had you dancing, bro. We was like 20.
I be
Like,
like, 84 days. I was doing.
You was like 20 then, bro.
right.
Cabbage Patch. All right, sis, go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis.
I can see if you said crisscross. My man said,
He said chicken.
like you were 20 years old, your grandmama still had you dancing.
Man,
Yes, she did.
She was like, Nikki.
It's like, look, and depending on what singing song it was, that's like, man.
that was a scenario I was getting right.
Oh, okay, that was a scenario, because,
We
man,
was
like,
walking it out. I ain't gonna lie. We was walking it
I don't know
out.
if my grandma ever saw me dance.
I grew up like my grandparents. They were Southern. I grew up with Southern Baptist parents. Like with Southern, y'all grew up with like the city parents. My grandparents.
No, we're from the country.
Because like down south, we just had to listen to. We had church music, gospel. Like that's
We
what
listen to
played.
that too.
And then my grandparents, like I didn't even like they like by the time they. You know,
And each time you get up
they didn't even really listen to music except for on Sunday, and it was nothing but gospel music. So my grandmother, when I finally heard her listen to other shit, it shocked the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, Temptations, what? Like, this is not Mississippi Mass Choir, or you know what I'm saying, a BBSCC Wines. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mississippi Mass Choir was the bomb.com.
Like, if anybody know what I'm talking about when I say Mississippi, that's because that's South,
Let's just
down
throw
south.
that out there,
That's where the preacher having an asthma attack while he
because when the song go on and on,
Lord
and on
Jesus,
and on, and you think the
down
song
on my
already
side, Calvary.
and then it come all the way back. You be
He
like,
sold me away. He sold you away. He sold how to get on the island, Lord. He sold Jericho how to bring down the wall. He said, Eve, don't you eat off that tree. I said, Eve, don't you eat off that tree. I said, Eve, don't you eat off that tree. Y'all don't hear me. When they get Lord. Right, come on. He started sweating his shit. Hey, look though.
Somebody said LT.
Right.
Come on.
They throw the James Brown on the pastor, throw the cape on my nigga
with the wig, yo.
Like Reverend John, like man, my Reverend Johnson, man, like I swear, I used to idolize this dude as a kid in church, like. And then we had the time where you walk by and shake the pastor's hand like he a celebrity and shit.
yeah,
like,
we did that.
and I used to be so like, it's my turn.
That is my
Like,
turn.
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
And you couldn't even talk.
like man, couldn't talk because like down south, like because I grew up in the country where you know it wasn't no neighborhoods for real. Like your neighborhood was like your neighbor, yeah, you got to ride your bike or you're going on a 10-minute walk. And it was, dirt, mud, you know what I'm saying? Like you dirty and you enjoyed the mud and the dirt in the woods. Like we used to go off in the forest. Like this was a time where
You too fresh for that.
this is a time where we go off in the
couldn't do that
woods,
every
right?
day, huh?
And you're like 5 years old. You going off in these just acres of woods by yourself with you and just your homies. And your grandparents is like, all right, make it back by the street lights.
Right.
And not give a fuck. Just be like, and then if you come back home, they mad. They're like, what you coming back in the house for? We thirsty. We like literally dehydrated.
Come back in the house one more time. Come back in the house one more time. Bet you want to sit down.
Like,
Open my door and down.
Grandma, we are literally about to die of dehydration.
Shout out to my grandpa.
It's 100 degrees, 105 degrees out here.
Stop letting my air out.
Right.
Ooh,
You don't be running and so we be out there literally, you know.
I ain't trying to heat the whole neighborhood.
You feel me? And we
Grandpa,
be in the
it's a
woods
glass.
on some crocodile hunter
It's a
shit, like
glass. We
snakes,
might
all
heat
that.
it
Like, don't, we could have died 100 million times, like, and not even realize that, like, spider web, the all poisonous spiders, snakes,
Man, we used to play poison.
bears,
so much.
coyotes. There's not even. Yeah, play.
Them red fire ants. Don't forget
Like,
them.
look. I used to be. They used to love my chunky ass. Or he'd come in the woods again. Look at his little fat ass. Like, look at her. Wait. He about to step on her. He about to step on her in bed. Not even know. Look at his little fat ass. Get him. And then I can't even run fast. So I'm just my little chunky ass running through the woods. Grandma. Gotta stop and catch my breath and shit.
Taking them
I still got another mile to get to the house. Yeah.
Break the walk.
I used to just stop and just let the motherfuckers just bite on my ass. Then I'm just little fat ass just walking to the house. Just go ahead, y'all. You don't hurt me, I'm fat.
And then they like, don't drag that dirt in my house.
Right, don't bring the dirt in the house.
Take them clothes off outside.
If it's raining and it's lightning, you gotta don't talk on the phone. It was so many just man.
All that superstition.
Yeah, just but it was some real superstitions too. Because growing up down south, like where we grew up at, we had Indian burial grounds, like in the woods and shit, right? And so like with Indian burial mounds, if you're nobody too familiar, those are
I heard it's real.
Yeah, and it's real because I'm gonna tell you something, and this is true to life story. And so we even knew as a kid, and as a kid, and see, I wish I would have known what I know now because like we was finding in like little like Indian arrowheads and pottery and shit like all around my grandfather's farm, like every day. And it got so normal, we would just like find the shit, play with it, and like collect it. You know what I'm saying? Like Indian arrowheads. And so, like even as a young kid, my grandfather, I remember, man, he used to take me out from the woods, going hunting and whatever, and we'd be out there for like hours. And I used to see these big hills, right? These big hills, and I'd be like, yo, what is that? You know, and I was about to run up on one of them because I'm thinking it's a hill to play on. He stopped me dead in my tracks. Was like, no, no, do not, don't do not walk on that. Like, don't do nothing disrespectful. Don't you pee? Don't you shit? Don't do nothing. No. Don't do nothing. I will leave. I worked too hard to get this property. Don't you do
take it away from me.
nothing. Because I can fight Indian spirits and shit. Like I'm a Baptist deacon. We fight demons. Like they don't fight Indian spirits.
Believe in them spirits, boy.
Like, and so he told me. And so like some years later, our next door neighbor, this white lady,
Put them
her
boy
name was,
eggs outside your door.
and her name was the same name as my mom's. That's how I remember her name was Cheryl. She was a real cool white lady, and she stayed next to my grandfather for years. And then I remember just one day she was gone. Like literally one day she was gone. Like all her shit gone, right? And so I was like, you know, what happened to her? So my mother, she talked to my mother. She told my mother why she just upped the move. And basically, this is what happened. She was cutting her grass in her back lawn. She drove over. She mowed the fucking Indian burial mound, right? And she mowed it, and she went into her house. And she said when she went into her house, she looked out on her back patio.
And they was there.
She was like, it was just her back patio was filled with a whole bunch of fucking Native Americans and shit. Whoa. Like just looking in her fucking house. Real shit. And she did. And she got up out of there. And like I remember as a kid, right? Me and my grandfather be sitting in the house. And it was times like me and him chilling, or I'd be in the house, or be me and my grandmother. You would hear footsteps in our crib. Like just everybody be chilling, sitting. Hear some footsteps running across the kitchen. Eventually I just figured that was like Poncho or something, like little running turtle.
No well,
like,
Poncho.
Like, you know, sitting wolf, you know what I'm saying? Running through the kitchen, getting one of my grandmama biscuits because they were delicious. Like
grandmama biscuits.
You know what I'm saying? So,
They didn't have honey.
Say what?
The molasses.
Yeah, like for real, like, and being down there, like you could feel the spirits and everything down there. You feel me? Like, you know, so. Yeah, so we about to get into the show. We did a lot of talking to start off.
I was gonna say, was that the intro?
Yeah, that was the intro.
That was the intro?
Word. And it was brought to you by Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Redline Radio and the home of our original studio. They have two convenient locations. The east side, call 216-531-7373. Or call the west side, 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off on your purchase. Word up. So let's get into the show. That was the intro, quasi intro. We still got a lot of show. We have no guests tonight, so we can afford to do that. You feel me?
And it's our shit.
Right, it's our shit. You feel me? Shout out our DJ Timbuktu on the ones.
Timbuktu on the ones.
Timmy chilling on the ones.
All the way together.
All the way together with it.
Oh boy, Timmy.
Let's get into it. So one of the things, and I was like, I had a topic for the night. I saw some news stories, so I figured, we kind of, I just throw some shit out there on the table and see what sticks and what we rock with. So one of the things, I guess, a big news story to some, to others not. To some, it was a big news story because it was a good time. It was a good day. To some, it was a sad day. The lady, that rich lady over in England died.
Oh, that's not. I'm sorry. No, it was. I hadn't seen so many.
The lady, Queen Elizabeth.
Black Twitter. Shout out to Black Twitter.
That's her
Oh
name.
my
Queen
goodness.
Elizabeth.
Shout out to Black Twitter because y'all.
Like I don't keep up, like, and there was no disrespect. I don't keep up with that shit. I was like, who? Like, oh, I was like, I mean, and I keep up with it, but it's like I forgot about that lady. Like, I was like, yo, I thought she died already.
I ain't gonna lie, I said it too.
No, she was
Like, yo, like, and she, I was like, yo, she outlived Betty White.
Oh man.
Hey, I said that too. You
That was
aggravating because I thought that too. I'm
Betty
like,
White.
Keep
was
my
like-
wife's name
Betty White. was
out your fucking mouth.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I wanted to ask this to the panel.
Tim said keep his wife name out your mouth.
I love Betty.
Stacey Dash for a minute. I like Betty White dead. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that hurt me because
Man, white guy that
I used to watch Golden Girls with my grandma.
Golden Girls. Look,
You better.
look,
Right
it's
up.
on my phone right now. Every so often, me and my brother
Thank
send
you
a
for
message like,
being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Traveled around the world and back again.
Now it started from the bottom, now it hit now. Oh, yeah.
With my hands out, it's confident. Dun, 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 party.
and
You will see me for me, and the honest would say,
Thank you for being a friend.
da, da, da.
And then that slow metal.
Y'all all just showed y'all age.
I don't care. I don't
Wow.
care.
Shit,
That
that was the show.
Y'all know y'all watch
And Blanche with her fine old ass.
It came
My
on.
bad, I said that out loud.
It came on right after Cheers.
Yeah, look, I stay up late.
What? Like
Yeah,
Blanche
watch
was
Cheers.
If y'all go there and y'all fake.
Right.
like straight
It
up.
was like a whole little line.
I used to watch Amen.
227. 227.
Yeah.
Hey, that
You
was
know
the
what I'm
show.
saying?
Yep.
Amen.
I love Amen. I
Can't forget
played when
about
she
Amen.
finally married the pastor. I'm like,
Oh, Amen.
Oh, when
Yeah.
Here Now played.
Yeah. What was it?
That was
Because she was she was D on Wayne's Brothers.
Wayne's
Yeah.
Brother, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out, and she was the mama on Friday.
yes, she was.
Yeah. Shout out, what's her
Miss
name?
I think we showed just how much we cared about.
I care a lot about her. That's no. That's not on us.
What's
No,
her
I
name?
know what he talking about.
Blame all the producers that didn't market her the right way. They didn't put her name
Only me and
out there like that. Because the only people I know from Friday is Chris Tucker,
Daddy.
Ice Cube, Debo, and Pops.
Yeah, you
Everybody
told me
else,
Me and you got that. Oh,
Who?
man.
Neil Long.
Neil Long. Y'all.
bruh.
Wait.
I know Neil Long from The Fresh Prince. Okay,
Listen, he said
You
that
started
just
being
shows
Lisa?
how much we cared about the Queen.
about the Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, because we just
We started off saying,
okay.
Oh yeah, and we straight up gave all props to Betty White. We was like, we sang the whole song. So look,
Keep her up on
I
Baby
thought we
Right.
was the same age.
look.
B.
I'm like, did we talk about that Golden Girls?
Like,
And then even that show she came in
because the
with
Queen was a golden
afterwards.
girl.
AC
busted out a
Johnson.
song and everything.
And that show she came
And we
in
just
with
straight up like, we ain't know because I don't know what songs from Britain.
You was talking about.
I ain't got no British TV shows I know about.
I'm the only one who heard that. I'm sorry.
British.
So did anybody in the room, did y'all care that
Mr.
Queen
B wasn't
Elizabeth
Mr.
passed
B in a
away?
British show.
Was this a big news to y'all? Was this a big event?
I mean,
I said Princess Diana.
Does this change the world?
I think I was more
Not really.
attentive when Princess Diana passed away.
right.
Yeah, because that was
I think
tragic.
it hurt a
Because
little
because
it's so
like
sad.
because Queen Elizabeth, she was 100 years old. She died in her sleep.
Sweet.
You know what I'm saying?
Anger.
Princess Diana was murdered. But
The only joke I made, y'all, because I seen Black
I ain't gonna say it.
Right.
I ain't gonna say it on the radio.
Oh, they was coming like
But-
crazy.
Be careful because the cancel culture has been in effect
straight
over,
up,
over
straight up, but-
and
but
listen, can I ask? Because we
There
said
is
we're
some
gonna ask questions,
suspicion
right?
behind that. No.
We're gonna ask questions, right? We said we're gonna put the
It is.
question on the table. Why are people so mad that a 96-year-old woman died at 96, but they're not mad all these young people that's done at the hands of police? Like people is
That's a
really
better
going
question.
crazy because Queen, they like, y'all are so
how-
disrespectful. The Queen is there. How can y'all act like this? How can y'all not be hurt? How the hell
What
are
can
y'all
we
not
do
hurt
about
that
it?
so many young black people are dying at a young age by the hands of the police or by the hands of anybody?
I mean,
y'all want me to be mad because the Queen died at 96?
Right.
She,
I mean, no,
She did live her life.
I don't think nobody asked nobody to be mad. I
No,
think
go,
like,
baby, go to Twitter.
No, they been
I don't have
Twitter-
Twitter.
Twitter is
Because Twitter is toxic. Twitter, I don't.
Twitter is-
Why does Twitter exist?
They
Like
come
when
up with the
when
best-
Twitter
they have
came
the
out,
best
so I'm like,
memes
what?
on
I'm just gonna fucking post quotes, and that's it.
I just don't get it.
I don't like Twitter.
No.
Never did.
They
And, and then here's the thing. I don't even care what people say on the internet.
Screenshots from OnlyFans.
I see the stupidest. I see people comment the stupidest shit every day on the internet.
Nice videos.
And then people say stuff on the internet like they making like some profound statements, and it gets under my skin all the time because I see stupid shit. So if people like are upset that the Queen died, okay, you could be upset. If you're upset that people are not upset, then that's kind of weird. They're like,
That is.
that's kind of weird. Like I don't like you can't make me get upset that I ain't upset about the Queen dying. Like I ain't upset. You know what I'm saying? Now if you are, then that's on you. Like you give a shit about some shit. That's some shit. You know what I'm saying? And apparently it's some shit to you. Like it ain't shit to me. Now if Queen Latifah passed,
I'm about to say, you would have said Beyonce.
if Lil' Kim,
I get that all the time.
if Lil' Kim passed, then I would be like, yo, we gotta give a special shout out and moment of silence.
If you would have said Mary J. Blige or
Yeah,
Beyonce,
like-
I would have probably listened. My tear, I probably wouldn't be on radio tonight.
They'd be
I
like,
just
Whitney
can't do it.
Houston. They'd be like, Whitney
Okay,
Houston.
I'm just not
I
there.
know everybody was hurt when Whitney Houston.
But here's the thing though.
Damn,
But
Whitney
here's the
Houston.
thing though. Like say for instance, if
I'm like, I
Barack
need a
Obama
moment.
passed away, you're gonna have some white folks or some black folks or some not folks or whatever not offended folks, whatever folks.
What is that not?
You're gonna have some folks that don't give a. They're not gonna give a shit. Then you're gonna have some people that will give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when Nelson Mandela died, or if he's still alive, I can't remember. I
I
can't
can
keep
say
up.
Nelson Mandela died.
No, Nelson Mandela died.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he died. Right. And so like, and I'm sorry, like I like it's because here's the thing. I do it with personal deaths. Like say for instance, like King Silver B passed away this week. So I kind of was dealing with that royalty passing away rather than some royalty that I don't know that really didn't affect my life that is overseas that I won't, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
The royalty that didn't want her grandson to be a part of her kingdom because he was half black. Let's point that out.
Well, yeah, and then on top of that, she was wearing a crown that had jewels from stolen people that was stolen from people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's
Man,
all
she probably stole them from stolen people.
I mean, you know, she's been around for a minute, so I mean, she knew exactly where they came from. That's all I know. Like,
I would think so.
you know what I'm saying?
Did
But
she
here's
stole the crown from her cousin or her half sister or somebody else?
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
yeah. We go back in history. She
I mean-
been stealing ever since she stole the crown.
I mean, that family, like, you know, like that whole British family, like, it got so many layers and traces. But I'm gonna tell y'all some interesting shit. Y'all want to know some interesting shit? I am actually related to the motherfuckers.
I'm sure the whole world is.
Me, like my uncle did a background ancestry shit or whatever like that, and I am actually related. Have anybody ever seen Braveheart? Y'all seen Braveheart? Now you know that the punk ass, the bad king, the evil king that's in the movie King Longshank. You know what I'm saying? Like
What?
King Longshank. Yeah.
Shut up. I knew you were
Why I try to look down though? Like, what? Where?
The royal staff.
It was just a natural.
The sword is mightier
No,
than the
it takes-
pen.
it's just that.
I shall smite thee, vagina.
Me personally,
Not slight.
I look down too. I know you
Thy
did.
striketh down vagina with furious further.
I don't want no shank.
Don't
Don't shake my vagina, please. Don't.
That sounds mighty.
A shake is painful. Don't shake my vagina.
Thy
Please.
King Longshank the third.
Right, she passes.
Wait, I'm left-handed, my guys.
Cheerio.
Oh,
Cheerio.
I want get in know because I did it wrong. I'm
I present to you my
Okay, in your vagina.
You say you be just standing there like, I present to you.
It's like gold light comes out from the
Wait,
hand.
would it have to be hard or can you do it while it's soft though?
So what?
I'm taking it to the veterinarian.
Have you ever seen a soft shank?
This shot is brought to
Hey,
you
you
by my
swinging
father.
around.
Just to say my
And my
Shawshank's
father's
redemption.
No.
The child Shawshank satiated.
Now, listen, if it's shank is
And the last
redemption,
of the
then we
long
might have to have a
shanks.
conversation.
You know,
Right.
sometimes shank got a curve
You
on
know
it.
what you
My
receiving
bitter-
from, because I
my
know some
bitter
redemption in my
pipe
life. You know,
Hey, you swing it.
This is
we
all
can
good.
have some conversations. Like, I'm afraid of the shank, but I welcome the redemption. Like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
What was supposed to be the topic?
yeah, I'm like,
we in the
but, and then I was explaining how I'm related to them. Like I'm a cousin. What up, y'all? What up?
He like,
R.I.P. Cuz.
he like Tupac when Tupac came to the family reunion on
Cousin. Like, cousin. Hey, straight up. Hey, y'all need to send me a ticket.
Oh,
Y'all need to send me a ticket, man. I'm heartbroken over this shit. When fam died, shit hurts.
Oh, man.
Damn. Why she had to go win?
Ain't sung about that all the
Look,
time.
fam, send me. I'm coming. I gotta get some of those tea and biscuits, fam. Cause Cheerios and shit, crumpets and bloody blacks and blue blackens and bloggins.
Hey, did y'all see the meme that says
I'm related to him though. That was
How
important.
Megan-
I forgot.
Oh, when she was dancing
how
down the
Megan
thing with
walking
the
down the
car
funeral? Like,
Yeah. So he's like, I'm a descendant of King Longshank. Like I'm related to the motherfuckers. Like if everybody,
he's so proud right now.
like straight up, if everybody in
He's so
England
proud.
died, I'm the new king of that motherfucker. Royalty.
Hey, listen.
Is that so?
I said, listen,
Ah,
wait, did y'all see
how about
did y'all
that?
see the one when they said Prince
King
Charles got
Brandy.
his outfit laid out like it's the first day of school?
I'm sorry, cousin
Getting
Queen
that
Elizabeth,
head,
that we making jokes around your death.
We are
'Cause-
totally saddened
Fam, send me a ticket.
by the death that we knew was going to happen about 4 or 5, 6 months ago.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, she done had pneumonia and COVID for like the last
bloody
6
bloat.
months. Like,
Yeah, it was terrible, man. I was there. Like, I mean, not there, but
but yeah, shout out to England,
because I don't even know where I'll be at.
because I know
We
that
don't.
England
We don't.
itself
We
is
don't,
is
though.
hurting,
Yeah,
and we want to
They're
acknowledge
mourning.
y'all hurt. We
Please
want
put the
to
disclaimer.
let's
not meaning to
acknowledge our hurt.
disrespect.
We stand with y'all, united. Like I know we joking, but we stand united with y'all. The kingdom has
I don't
lost
know
their
about that.
queen.
United Kingdom. Yeah, we with y'all. Like, thank you.
No.
We stand with the real ones.
I'm trying
You're
to
a
stop us
real
from getting
individual in
canceled.
England
I'm trying to
or
stop us
wherever.
from getting canceled.
We rocking with you. If you
Shout
real.
out
It
to
don't
Prince
matter.
Charles. You waited long enough. Your sons are sitting there like, don't get too comfortable, Dad. Because you probably got about 2 more years before it's your time to go too. Because
Oh, no.
He did lose his
I
hair
mean,
pretty fast.
she lasted to 96. I mean, he got to be in his 70s. Like, let's be honest. I mean,
Like, no, and he like, I know he kind of like
He was-
lightweight salty because he been
Yeah.
waiting to be king for like
he
ever.
was-
Like,
he was
I
probably
did not
waiting.
think it was gonna be this
Like,
long
if
of a
we gonna be
stretch.
honest, he was sitting there like,
What
you been eating?
and he wanted to kiss like
If you really
brother.
think about it, like, did she doubt his capabilities?
Listen,
Like,
he
I
was
gotta
at the
stand
hospital
down.
like, no. Oh,
No. Hey,
Mother, you're alive today. You woke up again.
They had this on homework too. They be having these on homework too.
he done practiced his acceptance speech about 100 times over the last 20 years.
I saw that meme. They had like the dude, like, you know how when you sleep with your clothes
That's
before
what I
school,
said. He did.
it was like the night before. It was like this is Prince Charles, like the night.
Hey,
Like,
do you see the afterlife one when Diana see Queen Elizabeth in the
Yeah, I seen
afterlife?
when, yeah, I saw the Kobe one where he crossing the like,
They said, now, did you see that when they came back on that one? They said, she ain't in heaven. Don't do that.
oh.
Hey, or
No,
the one
I didn't
like
say that. I didn't say that.
Damn.
I didn't say that. Black Twitter said that. Black Twitter said that. Don't cancel me. I didn't say that. I
They
didn't
was
say
going
that.
in like
Black
somebody
Twitter did
should
that.
That's
send
tough.
Stacey Dash a message that Queen Elizabeth passed.
She probably
They
at
know
home going through like
what it
10,000
is.
Right.
petitions.
She about to make. She probably gonna make a video about this.
So
Next
listen,
year.
don't forget Candace Owens. She probably got home crying too. Like,
Yeah, she probably really tore up
Yeah,
about this
yeah.
shit. Like she probably like her pillow.
She probably gonna have this long, doesn't make any sense speech. About it.
course,
Pretty sure.
yes.
Right.
Can we all boycott Candace Owens for the next month because we already know what her conversations is going.
Straight up. But speaking of where this conversation is going, Growing Wings Adult Services is the official sponsor of the state-of-the-art Studio 2. Growing Wings Adult Services has over 7 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, call Lisa at 234-334-7547. I'm gonna start teaching a class at OMS on how to really deliver a promo commercial.
You gonna teach y'all how to be Bobby Rush from The Love Is Only.
Hey, that was the homie right
I actually
there.
want to be a wrestler though. I'll just play.
You gonna be like,
Listen here,
They don't
brother.
know nothing about Bobby Rush.
Listen up, brother.
They don't
When I
know
step
about
into that
Bobby
ring,
Rush.
brother, King Long Sank is gonna get you.
listen to the quiet storm. Hey,
I'm gonna take your hoodie. I'm gonna take your money, brother.
I don't know how to take that.
That was that man back in the day.
But the quiet song before Love Is Only was so raw.
That was-
Look, remember the box? Remember the box?
Channel 32.
If you didn't have cable,
Hey,
Music, television, you control.
Get the little chorus and put in little
hey,
wires in there.
antenna work out. Look,
Hey, I hate it when your parents used to tell you to stand there and hold the
Oh,
antenna.
but look,
I
I
want to watch the show too.
No, that
I
wasn't me.
used to have the pliers where we had to turn
My
it.
bad.
Oh, we had to play it too. We had to turn the little thing.
Put the peg,
The knob.
Hey, I was watching T2. Hey, I was watching T27 on that TV. Look, I was watching Amen on them TVs.
Listen,
I did not sponsor
when I was
the peg,
first born, I'm gonna tell my age right now. We were still watching black and white TV. I ain't gonna.
I had a black and white TV in my
We had,
room.
like-
We had one good TV in the house. That was in the living room.
We had like 15 cable
That big
channels.
one, that big
My
one.
grandparents had this.
Right,
Yeah,
they had like a
yeah.
wood box around that joint.
I was just saying,
Ain't
it had,
nothing
I was
We had one of those, yeah.
It was the TV, and then it had wood.
We got a Bible sitting on that
Yeah, we
joint.
definitely had the one with the wood around it.
We missed that one channel.
So, yeah,
We
you
got
got
all the way around.
Don't let that knob come up, though.
Oh,
That knob come up, and you let that metal nipple. It looked like a nipple, like a little metal nipple. You got a little nipple, like
Don't
little.
get the pliers. Turn the
Let me turn the TV
And
real
then we
quick.
had the 8-track system. And then you had the what's it called? The record player.
Hey, imagine putting one of those in your kitchen right now. Your kids really think it's a
My
microwave.
kids-
We had a little
They'll be
phone.
mad. It's not-
Remember the phone in the kitchen.
It don't open.
They don't even know how to use a rotary phone, y'all. Imagine if they use.
Nah. Man, listen.
I like those
I remember
rotary
if you had a
phones.
cordless phone. If you was a cordless phone, you were the Jetsons at one point. Like if you had a cordless phone, I
Where
remember.
you
Or
can
that
see the
big
dudes
phone
right
in the
around
car.
with
That
the
big
big
ass phone
with the
in the
pop
car.
daddy cones in the car.
Got you
You had the thing on your face like.
with the cord and
I
everything.
swear, I told him to pop that because Pop
cord.
Daddy was the first person I seen with him in the video. Like, I was like,
Look, we used to play with the cord when we finally got one.
all he has is antenna. You put that antenna out like, boom.
Right. Like look, I'm
The
telling
back
you,
of the cord break off.
we went
And
through.
you gotta hold it.
Hey,
Hold it in
beginners,
there.
we just freestyling today. Everybody like y'all ain't. They waiting for the
They waiting for love and life.
They like I'm gonna jump in anytime. Like we hot.
They wait.
Like,
They waiting for the controversy. That's
oh, we ain't got Queen. What's the? I was about to say Queen Latifah. What's the Queen name again?
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth ain't controversial enough.
I mean, if you want in some circles, I mean, the same thing. Yeah. Same person to me. I don't know if y'all heard Queen Elizabeth rap, but she go hard.
But
That lady had bars. You know what I'm saying? But
hey,
yeah,
listen, she just did y'all see the one when it was like Hitler and Ronald Reagan? Like, I know that ain't who I think it is. I just know that.
Oh,
wow. They are going.
It's a lot of
So look, though,
Twitter turned up, bro.
I got a
See, when it
serious,
comes to stuff like
topic
that,
I did
like,
want
man.
to touch on. I do got a serious topic I
Why
did
the
want to touch on.
The black Twitter is just
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
We
we
on
don't
serious.
care, but I
They
got
were
a
trying to
serious
make
topic though.
comedy out of it.
I'm so mad that
Hey, I
he
need
just
to
acted
put-
like
hey,
the
Timo.
Queen's death was not a serious topic. He
Timo,
like,
I need you to
like,
pull
now
up.
we got to go to a serious. Topic.
Yeah, it's semi quasi serious. It all depends though. But Timmy, I need you. Goddamn. I need can hit me up Google to pull up Brett Favre welfare scandal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I'm in the news, you feel me?
I
And
was kind of confused about that. I'm like, wait.
and this gets me because
football player thing in
like
Madrid.
for one, like I grew up in a single parent household. My mother, she really didn't get government assistance. So what we had in the fridge is what we had in the fridge. You feel me? And then I was working by the age of like 13, you know what I'm saying? 14, you feel me? So and the thing is, but she made me understand that there's people that was in less fortunate situations than us that really needed that stuff, right? Now, what pisses me off is that you got people that always complain about people that use food stamps to buy steak and lobster and this, that, and the third. Well, fuck, eat steak and lobster. Who gives a shit? Like, why are you worried about, you know what I'm saying, what they doing with their food stamps? Meanwhile, you got a motherfucker like this. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, because now, in my opinion, everybody in this, I don't even have to go, like, I'm not an idiot. Everybody's already guilty in my book, but we're going to do this American courtroom shit and let them go through the trials and tribulations or whatever. But
just so he can get off with probation.
Right. So for anybody that don't know, Brett Favre is caught up in this welfare scandal where the state of Mississippi, they were paying him money with welfare recipients' money to do speeches that he never did. Now this motherfucker's a millionaire.
Right.
Threw 1 million touchdowns, 1 million interceptions, got sacked 1 million times, and getting paid millions of dollars to do speeches, motherfucking, and not doing them with people's welfare money in Mississippi. And he's from Mississippi, by the way. So, you know, like that to me is like a huge slap in the face because the people say what?
Is he from like Biloxi or Jackson?
Like I've been to Mississippi. I like whatever part. I just call it Mississippi because it's Mississippi.
I don't know, Tupelo.
What about it?
It was. I felt like I was in Pet Cemetery.
Well, that's pretty much most of Mississippi. Like I went to Waynesboro. Like Waynesboro has some cool ass people because when I was in Waynesboro, Mississippi, my car broke down and we was doing a little tour out there and I fell through the stage too because the stage that we was
I ain't
rapping
gonna
on
even lie,
collapsed.
Ghost of Mississippi and Mississippi Burning was enough for me to never go ever.
Yeah,
I don't know. It looked very freaky at nighttime.
Yeah, Mississippi is not. It's not a state.
I'm light skinned, but I'm still black.
Yeah, it's not a state for black people. But
black
you got,
people don't belong in Mississippi, so I mean,
yeah, we don't. Not for real. Like, there's not a good part of Mississippi that I'm like, that part, like, nah.
I'm not going beyond the lines of Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, I can feel
where
you on
I feel
that.
safe.
But yeah, but like with Brett Favre in this situation, like this is what pisses me off because you got, and he done complained about, you know, immigration and shit like that, and you know, pour this, pour that. He's Republican, Trump supporter, and all that good, you know, good old boy stuff, and woo, and all that shit, and football passes and beer and Levi jeans. It's all with it, just redneck central, baby. And so,
Wranglers.
Yeah, and Wranglers and Garth Brooks. And so, but these are the people that, because these are the people like, and it'll be like Republicans, like, man, to be getting caught up in all these like government scandal cases where they be jacking money from poor people, and then here's the kicker: they're jacking money from poor white people down there because a lot of poor white people are in Mississippi on welfare. I know because I knew a few of them.
Because it ain't about black or white.
Man, like no, like down there they do got a line because when they want to whoop your ass. They got a they'll be like, all right.
It ain't about black and white when it comes to skin color. Trust me, it's so much deeper than that. It's just that we'll talk about.
I mean, I'm from the South, bro. I can tell you.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm telling you, it's deeper than what's been presented.
No, we'll just present what's the deepness.
That's a whole nother.
We're literally on the episode
That's
right now.
That's gonna take too long, bro.
No, just
gonna take
paraphrase.
Way too long.
Well, give me a clue. Give me something. Like, no, you can't say that during the topic and then be like, no, I can't stand when people do that. No, explain yourself,
what is
brother.
The topic?
We're talking about Brett Favre in the Mississippi case, but it also gives ways to deal with people that deal with poverty. I don't know what the topic is. Yeah, so elaborate on what you were saying.
It go deeper than just black and white, bro.
Okay, I know that. So what
is whole nationalities, heritage, and stuff that's, you already know most of the stuff from the top of the iceberg as far as, them trying to take our culture away, them trying to, keep us down in the small stuff. compared to what's actually being hidden from us. But I said it's so many layers to this shit. It's gonna take too long to explain on this episode right here. We will have to start from the top on the next one.
So another episode gotta come through.
Give me the first layer. Or the top 2 layers, bruh. Like,
it's TMI.
Exactly, bruh. So give me a layer, bruh.
TMI for this episode. Don't worry. We're gonna get into it next week.
All right, cool. We're going. All right, so
It's nice to build a suspense. That's all.
I guess.
Deli like for people to sit on it.
Right.
All right, so you know what? We're gonna say that we're gonna do that next week. Then the deeper the deep, because indeed it's deep, but it also like I mean it's where it's like it's deep, but it's also like ignorant, shallow as well. You know what I'm saying? Because
Depending on how far you willing to dig.
I mean, like when it comes down to ignorance, like I mean, for real, at this point in 2022, especially when you're dealing with poor people, when you're dealing with racism, like at this point in time, if you don't get it, then you're a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like
People don't get it because people don't want to get it. People want to feel comfortable sleeping at night. That's what y'all keep forgetting.
Yeah, it's not that people stupid. They just
They
want to believe what they want to believe.
And the thing is, it's funny because if this was like, say for instance, LeBron James got caught doing something like this, right?
Oh my God, it would be ridiculous.
You feel me?
Shut down the NBA, shut down the world. LeBron James has committed.
He would, well, I mean, Brett Favre was retired, so but he wouldn't have been doing no more damn Dockers commercials and Levi shits. You know what I'm saying? But like the fact that we got a society where shit like that, for some people they will just act like the shit don't exist. But for a sector of people, Will Smith, he slaps a dude on stage, and that's like a big ass uproar. Like
they just forgot everything that man ever did in life.
Right, and he was straight, smooth, as straight as you could get for 30 years. Like Brett Favre, he been involved with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna get into no Sports Center shit, but and this right here is just like when you look at how we're portrayed in the media compared to how white athletes are portrayed in the media, they get man, y'all, they get a pass. Like they can rip off the government, they can rip off their own poor white people and get a pass.
Like you learn better next time. That's okay.
But he was a quarterback.
But that's not just in the media.
But everybody,
I'm gonna keep going back to the fact that Kyle Rittenhouse killed 3 people and went. Not only did he go home that night, but he was able to go home after a trial.
But you got to think
that found him innocent.
It's all about
murder.
Knowledge. Who got the best knowledge and who applying it? If you got more knowledge of the law and the technicalities that you can use to get your case off,
he literally.
Then average
I heard this saying before, and not to offend nobody because I know we're in cancel culture, but they say if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book.
And that's exactly what they did. But that's what I mean by I get deep.
I mean, yeah.
Somebody said
way too much to talk about.
What is Ben Roethlisberger, the Steelers quarterback? What about him?
Yeah, he was a rapist. Well, they say he raped somebody in the bathroom. Whoa.
What did Kendra say? Kendra said,
"Oh, you can't see the comments.
That's pretty deep."
All right,
you can pull them up.
Hold on. Yeah,
I was gonna say we can go to the comments.
There's no comments on my thing. So there's other videos.
Because when you live on your thing, go to how we go to comments. We got people writing in. We got to acknowledge the people that's writing in.
Yeah, we definitely. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom. Big shout out to all of our listeners. Big shout out.
Thank y'all for making us the number one shout out. We appreciate y'all. Keep listening. Keep writing in. We appreciate your comments. We want to hear the feedback. We want y'all to participate in the conversation.
But I mean, we bring up Ben Roethlisberger, but at the same time, then they'll kind of well, what about Kobe? What about OJ? You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I read
she talking about.
Well, Magic, that's the only thing he did was, he got the HIVs. He did.
No, he had a controversy because he was cheating and all that stuff. And before that came out and stuff.
But yeah, that's actually.
It was a big huge deal around that with his wife and everything.
Oh,
was
yeah,
putting that
yeah.
stuff on, like, they were going crazy.
But see, but
And that's
out of Hollywood,
part of what
though.
I'm talking about today.
But out of Hollywood, though, like they, like that was like not a known secret. Everybody knew Magic Johnson was all over the city smacking everything that was smacking.
I mean, well, I feel like this. God, again, don't kill me for
Most of
saying
them
it.
do.
I feel like a woman who marries an athlete knows what she's getting into.
or anybody.
Hold on, wait.
Or naive.
This is
But here's the thing,
this
but
is segueing into the topic that I got today. So,
But here's the
gonna
thing,
do
we
that.
don't want to get off. We don't want to get off the topic. We want to
Hold
keep it
it.
at the
Yeah,
whole
we
Brett
gonna hold
Favre
it.
and the criminals, the athletes, because like how he's being portrayed in the media. Like I like that's why I say if he was that was LeBron James, if it was Dwayne Wade, if it was a Kobe, if it was a Michael Jordan.
We're gonna take Dwayne Wade out of that equation because he's been given the pass to get away with a lot of bullshit. So.
Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be a topic but that's gonna be more about parenting. But we go like D Wade.
We're gonna take him. We're
gonna talk about
him out the list.
yeah. You eating them chips like they got Jesus.
Attention.
I can hear all the way. Like,
Listen, I'm saying next
you
to it
might
though,
go
like
right next to it, like,
them chips they ain't standing no chance on that. She was eating them motherfuckers with no remorse, like just straight savagery. Just
I told them before we started that I was hungry. First of all, let's bring that topic up.
She did call for those.
I'm gonna need for
I saw that
restaurants in
tip.
Cleveland, Ohio,
it said
to stay open past 8 o'clock because it is a fucking Saturday night. Can I say fucking on the radio?
Yes, you can.
It's,
On our show.
yeah,
TMI.
it is Saturday
That's how
night.
you know it's
Am I
real.
gonna still be here?
We went to get pizza, y'all, for 3 weeks in a row. We can't find no place open, so these chips is my pizza. Don't judge me.
It's okay. Can I get a chip?
Can somebody get her some pizza flavored chips? Might be able to
Hey, that-
fulfill her
that-
needs a little
that-
more right now.
We're not gonna act like Nick wasn't just over here killing these chips too while he's making.
I wasn't going half as hard as you. Now.
Yeah,
You was going harder than a crunch of them chips, girl.
You didn't even take a break. We talking.
Hey, look though.
She was smacking her while she was talking.
She was like looking at the chips before they went in their mouth. Like
That's okay.
I'm about to
The
caress
Lay's
you.
company said, "I bet you can't
I was
have
gonna say,
just one."
I bet you I
And
just
they
sold
was
some
right.
of these
They've
bitches
been
because I bet
proving
you
that
people was
for
watching
all
these
of
bitches
these
in my
years.
mouth like.
They're
We
like,
need
oh,
to stop.
Like,
I
for real.
Like we need to stop advertising these things to stop paying.
Sealers.
Yeah, that's true.
Salt get
Like when you
throw
talking
away.
that, I'm just calling them chips. I ain't
Salt
saying
get
what
to your
brand.
head. See,
Throw away the blue
focus,
can,
focus.
throw away
Sit
the
down
yellow
somewhere.
bag.
What you see? Hey, y'all see?
Don't throw it away.
She Outlaw Jones chips. She an Outlaw Jones chips. Chips that's brought to you by Outlaw Jones.
I mean, TMI radio chips.
Yeah, that's what it's
Chips
so.
brought to you by
These
TMI
chips are
radio.
so delicious.
No way, ain't no
Order y'all
way
some
saying
TMI
nobody's
chips.
name. They ain't giving us no fucking
Bet
money
you
for
can't
this
have
shit.
just one.
We
Yeah,
order-
one bag. One
Hey, look, our
bag.
TMI
Y'all
chips, they
that
gonna come in
say we
sandwich
couldn't
bags
have.
with TMI written on them joints. Like, and they might,
That though.
and y'all gonna say, man, these taste just like Lay's, but they not
Now you
Lay's.
didn't have enough in there because you know
They
the sandwich
TMI
bags
chips.
ain't big
It's
enough.
going on the bag. It's
Those
gonna
sandwich
say,
bags ain't big
we
enough.
know what they taste like, but it's not.
We gonna put hot sauce on them.
Ooh, yeah.
We gonna put hot
This
sauce
ain't
on them. Them are TMI chips. We put hot
Oh,
sauce.
put the little
See, why
packet
ain't you
with the
saying that? I got a
hot
bottle of hot
sauce
sauce in my
Check
cabinet
it
at home.
up.
Like,
Check it up.
Why ain't you saying that, man? Next week I gotta bring the hot sauce.
Boy, I hear you.
So getting back to the topic before we move on.
Oh, see how they just
When it
lean
co-
on
yeah.
my chips.
Look, because like you was eating them chips and they literally took me off.
You did not
Brett
take
Favre is like, keep on eating the chips. He's not talking about them. Keep on eating the chips. Keep distracting them.
He gonna circle back though. He gonna
Oh
circle
yeah,
back.
I ain't forget about you,
he
Brett.
showed
Because
up.
guess
Why
what?
don't you go ahead and get them?
Guess what,
chips.
motherfucker? You was chipping off of welfare funds, not giving speeches.
Right.
Those are the type of chips you was getting, motherfucker.
Yeah, he was getting the real chips.
He was
The
getting
real chips.
Real.
The millions of dollar chips. I want the Brett Favre chips. Boy, I'm gonna need you to keep it together. What is going on, Ray?
but
What
I
is-
don't need to keep my phone up because it's on the other live, so it's just gonna
Man,
slide
yeah,
down like that.
this-
This is gonna.
even
Because I was trying to put it on the charger. Man, this
look.
is my phone is like nope.
The way I feel about it though, you can't even blame Brett for accepting that check.
You
Yes,
can't
you can.
either.
He's already rich.
No, you cannot because if
Why?
they're gonna give you the money, then
Because if they
take
gonna
it.
give it to you, then why not?
He never gave the speeches.
Why
If
not
they,
be
if
mad
they
at
don't
the
give it
people
to
that's giving
you,
it to him?
you gonna get away with it, and you ain't gonna face no consequences.
Hey,
for
I
it.
can tell you like this.
The money.
This
Is
is what
he
Brett.
going? Is he going to jail?
So what?
Is he going to jail?
I don't know. He's getting questioned about
Is
it.
they taking the money back? Is they
They
making
could.
him repay it back? Is they doing it right now?
Well, Dad, can I answer one question first?
He has not been accused or charged for any.
Exactly, my point. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
because here's the thing. Here's out.
came out the winner.
All he got to do, and I'm pretty sure they even talked about it, just say you don't know where the money came from. That's it. Because he's getting it
Hey,
from.
politicians do it all the time.
But he better hope that for one he did.
But I'm sure it's something that he's doing for them.
I apologize.
Other
Let me ask
than
y'all.
that, that's
Let me ask y'all a
probably just
question.
what they put on
Do y'all think he didn't know?
He definitely
had to know. Like,
he knows.
because
This is what
like
he gonna
they
do. He
probably
gonna come on
paying him
TV
to
and
do
say,
certain
I wanna give my
things,
sincere
but they can't
apology
put
to
those
my
things
fans.
on paper.
I am appalled at the facts that have came out in the media about me lately.
What?
I was not aware.
She doing the conference.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's his speech.
I was not aware of
But
the
Deli made a good point,
background
though.
of where this money came from. I just thought it came from my most supportive fans, and I accepted it wholeheartedly, believing that my fans were in support of me and my career. And I just want to apologize for disappointing you, the fans.
Now, if it sounds
See,
just
I'm a
like that,
reporter,
y'all know
so
something.
why didn't you do your speeches? You got the money.
Yeah, that's gonna be that one reporter.
Right, I'm not
You got the money.
Brett, can you tell us why you didn't do the speeches?
You accepted the money?
I was not aware of the terms of the contract at the time that I accepted the money.
But why was Mississippi using welfare funds that were supposed to go to poor people?
I was not aware that we were taking funds from the welfare system. Brett, support the welfare system. I come from humble beginnings. I just want to put that out to the world.
Now, why is the state of
Get some
Mississippi?
Levi's.
Like, why were they giving? Why were they paying Brett Favre welfare money?
Politics.
Now that's the real question, though. All jokes aside, why are you paying him with welfare money? Of all the
type of funding,
Would know about
or
nobody.
everywhere you
nobody-
could have
it
stole
wouldn't-
funds from, you still
Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the country.
Like y'all really are. Y'all are a
The three worst
poverty.
states.
So we ain't gonna talk about how Deli over there smashing though.
Yeah, what kind of chips you got over there,
He
bro?
got crackers. He got crackers.
Oh man, I thought he had one of them Christmas tree cakes.
We don't ignore that. We don't,
Oh, man.
spotlight on
Hey,
Deli.
you had one of them Christmas tree cakes, but I was about to come over to say, bro.
greasy.
Eggs, got cheese and peanut butter. Yep, there you go.
Y'all nasty.
Give me a drink.
Oh, that's dry.
That's dry as hell.
That's dry as hell, but
I need
That's why I
something
got
to
this
drink
orange
right
drink
about
right
now.
on.
over here.
That's why he's chewing.
I want Jones aid.
You got electrolytes.
I think it's something wrong with your head.
No, that's just cocaine.
You can't
Oh,
hear
okay.
me. And I'm
I
loud.
heard
You can't
now.
hear me.
No, it keep like shorting out a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's the headphones. That's the headphones. Yeah, but we want to investigate this over the next couple of weeks. Oh, hey, Adrian, I found that chip that flew up in the air.
Wow. We found the chip.
When this volcano chip, but
He
yes,
said-
why was the government paying Brett Favre with this money? We're gonna be doing the investigation on this. I'm gonna be digging deep in this because me being from the South, I've been in Mississippi, and like, man, it is poor as shit. And if y'all taking welfare money and paying it to people that's already rich, like, man, that is really fucked up because y'all could be using that money to do a lot more better things. Instead of paying him to give speeches to people, how about y'all give it to the people?
Or how about clean the water?
Or because y'all got black water down there. I mean, hell, y'all didn't like black people.
Nasty.
Now y'all got black water. I mean, Jesus, this is just
Like
giving
they-
your state a real black eye.
It's almost as
Maybe
if
they
they're
couldn't afford
cursed.
the water.
Say what?
It's almost as if the most racist place in America is cursed.
I mean, those welfare funds are effective. Well, yeah, I mean,
It's all
they're
about
affecting our people.
politics.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean, it's
It's
dealing
almost
with
as if they
behind
just
the madness.
shit on Indian burial ground or something.
possibly. I mean, hell, if you go down south, like half of the cities is like Native American names.
It is.
Like, you feel me? Like Tuscaloosa,
That's where a lot of Indian reservations.
North
There's a
Dakota.
lot in
I mean, that's up
yeah.
north, but like half of the country still got Native American names. But and it's crazy. I know this is off topic, but this is still within the topic because with too much information, it's all connected, like a spider's web. Because, and I was talking to my uncle about this the other day, and you know they talk about like immigration and Mexicans and stuff like that. Well, at one time the country was like all Mexican, right? You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like because Mexicans is like that's like Native American as well. Like at one like this was all like Native American, basically light skinned brothers. You know what I'm saying? It was like brothers like they kind of look like me. You know what I'm saying? And Adrian, like you had and and T. Like they look just like and some of them even look like you, Deli.
What happened? Who
Like
was
no,
that?
I'm talking about Native Americans.
Well, I am Native American. I'm
Yeah,
indigenous.
and so the whole thing is
I'm a
is
Native
that
American mixed with black, not a black mixed with Native American. I am
Right.
indigenous.
indigenous, however you want to slice it. However you want to
So in
slice it.
case anybody confused, black is not a nationality. It's not a race.
Shut the hell up. I know what's coming from you.
But I know you know.
I
You know
knew.
what I mean? Just for the ones who don't know.
What that black is what?
It's just a political status. I mean, not a political status.
Black is actually an adjective.
Just a legal status.
Black-
Yeah, like black, like technically black.
Black is not
exists
an
until,
illegal
like the
status.
United States started calling
Black
people
is
black
an
and white.
adjective. It is a word used to describe a
And law
noun.
is it's a status. It's
Hey, you know what? How come they call us black but they don't call Chinese people yellow?
because Chinese people know their history. They know who they are.
I mean, we know who we are too, but we just choose not to
Most
accept it.
But
But we
still got
technically,
some that
Because we would
converted
rather
to
be
try to
called,
be-
black people have been conditioned. We've been called African Americans. We've been called porch monkeys. We've been called jigaboos. We've been called niggers. We've been called but the color, and colored has such a bad narrative behind it because it makes you think of the water fountains that say whites and colors. So for us, we've accepted the word black because it's so much more comfortable than what we've dealt with in the black. Somebody said black is a stain.
black is a what?
A stain.
A stain?
Yeah, I've heard that before too.
Oh, well, I've heard black is the most powerful color.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Black is technically-
like, here's the thing. When
They say-
people,
they
it's
say
a
black.
mind state, right? Because now we're in 2022 and everybody's super woke. You know, it's like now, you
But are we
know, people
really?
gonna say all black, but see, like you go back 30 years ago was what I'm black and I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? And people, the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? You got black folks. You got like, and it's weird, man, because like we walk a fine line of like woke and stupidity. You know what I'm saying? And it's a fine line between it because like it's a difference
Very
between
fine.
you know between being woke and then just being objectively dumb.
Everybody who claims to be woke ain't woke.
They not.
Yeah. Like and that's a weird like that's just a weird thing to say because it's just like for one,
But we in the age of awakening.
we are. But
But what does it mean to be woke?
well, for some people it means to watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos.
That's exactly what it means.
Like straight up though.
To
Like
be woke means to at least
To
have
be
knowledge
aware
yourself
of
and
things
what's going on
that
around
go
you.
on around you.
Stop being delusional about what's going on around you. Stop just accepting
But
everything that's told
okay,
about
so
what's being going on around you.
black lets the system know how. Black is a combination of all colors. Black lets the system know how to deal with it.
so what's that again? Who said that? Give a shout out.
Rosewick.
Rosewick
Mm-hmm.
said black is
It's
a combination of all colors. Black lets the systems know how to deal with.
I think it's supposed to say deal with us.
Oh, I mean,
Like I said, it's a status. It's a legal status.
I guess you know. I mean,
You could
'cause-
correct it, but you just have to know. Like I said, knowledge is only power if you're applying it.
I guess. I mean, indeed, and you're absolutely right. Like, I agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, what's weird about this country is like, you know, you got this country is ran by, and it was established by people who are not from here, right?
Facts.
Like, and we're the only country that's kind of like that on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you know, China's China. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had like different empires and shit, but China pretty much is China. You know what I'm saying? Africa is Africa. Fucking Europe is Europe. You know what I'm saying? America originally ain't like that's not even the original name of America. We ain't even got that. Like it's America Vespucci, whoever the fuck he was. Like that
Used to
guy.
be called Turtle Island. That's what they used to
Let's
call
call it back in the day.
Cigarettes though?
Yeah, you know I smoke cigarettes.
Oh no.
You ain't never seen me smoking a cigarette.
Hey man, it look like you about to play a mean guitar.
Right. Or piano. Or
I would.
Like, you got, like-
I say
Or the-
saxophone.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
saxophone.
with the blazers.
You
I
can't
wanna
play the
learn
saxophone and
how
smoke at the
to
same
learn
time
how to-
though.
I want to learn.
He can
how
put
You
it
can play the
down.
guitar.
I can do the piano.
Then what's the
and
kind of
I
like
can do
this?
the-
No, he about to be one of them ones that got in. It's the guitar.
He
It's
goes,
a guitar.
He gonna have the
Saxophone
cigarette,
players ain't gonna
Dallas
smoke because they
Mount,
need they win. Yeah, right.
Boy, you over
You
there
gotta
looking
hang
like
out the
Ike
lip.
Turner. You got to sing it like I told you to, ain't it, man?
He gonna walk up and kiss her.
Like, I've never been this damn sexy.
No, my part is when she was sitting there trying to fix her makeup.
When she was?
She was,
Yeah, you
putting
like,
her makeup
man, was
on
that like the force
in
of
the movie?
Oh, when she
I wasn't gonna say it.
Something wrong with her.
Something wrong with it.
Something wrong with her. Remember she was sitting there, her lipstick was going up here. She was putting her eyeliner or something like that. She was putting, you know what I'm saying? Something wrong with her.
I ain't gonna tell you how many times I had to watch that.
Oh, man.
My part was
Something was wrong with her.
numb
I
I'm scared that you know that so good, so well. You done had to say that a couple times.
Time out.
It's approaching.
Time out. Like
Angela, look what you
it's
did.
approaching 11:30. I like zoned out for 2 seconds. What the hell is going on over here?
I was trying to figure out the same thing, bro.
She's
But
speaking
she
in
just
tongues.
started. She just turned to Angela.
At first, I thought she was saying Crossroads.
And that's one of my favorite actresses. But she just channeled. She just
his
channeled
favorite part of the movie. So my favorite part
Angela
of the movie is
Bassett.
when she found her namaste.
Oh, I could have sworn that was Crossroads.
You need some namaste.
I got
I thought you were saying
Because man,
Crossroads.
she was just doing that too fast, too quick, and I
Because I was doing
thought her head was about to start turning.
You have to embody it.
I
You
was
have to
like,
embody it. You have to embody it. It's about the lotus flower, which if anybody who doesn't know, I have a lotus flower tattoo right here because it's about rebirth and
Okay.
surviving through all the dirt.
Oh, okay.
and grime
Rebirth.
You didn't know that lotus
No,
flowers was
no.
rebirth?
I just know that you was saying that
Nah,
fast and well, and I was like,
he missing the whole.
no,
Yeah,
I get
he
it. No,
was-
I
he
get
was-
it. I get it. I get it.
He didn't care. He
I'm
just wanted to
listening.
point
No,
out that
I
he
get it.
sounded
I feel you.
get it. He missed- it
Y'all
went
stay
here.
over there.
I went
I feel
high,
you.
he went
I
low.
was agreeing
Oh,
with you. I was agreeing with you.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
But
Then you know what
it's real
the sand,
spiritual.
the sand is about the lotus flower.
Speaking of lotus flowers, this has nothing to do with the lotus flower, but I just wanted to segue this shit.
We're
anyway.
coming back with Life in Love with Deli.
Ooh, shoes.
Life in Love with Deli on TMI is brought to you by
Man.
Dynatech.
That was good.
We stand behind our products with the warranty and customer service that keeps our customers satisfied, and it earns us the ranking of best in the industry. Dynatech. Contact Dynatech today. 161 Reacher Court, Elyria, Ohio. 44035. Call 1-800-446-9001. Email sales@dynatech.com or visit their website at dynatech.com.
Yeah.
Now,
Like that.
Mess around and make you the official commercial.
Now
of their
back.
business.
Like
now
that.
we're
With
back
Love
with
and Life.
TMI with Love and Life.
With
Featuring Deli Home. You want to do it? No, go ahead.
No.
You ain't got the sexy. You got to promise your sexy deep voice if you're gonna do it. Go ahead.
My sexy deep boy, I got
Yeah,
to
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you
go ahead. Go ahead.
ain't no deep voice.
Yeah, because you can at least say his whole name. I can't. I'm just gonna call him Deli. Actually, I'm gonna make that
So
sound.
woman, she ain't supposed to.
I gotta make your introduction sound not attractive at all because I'm a dude. Hey y'all, this Deli. He about to say something. Like, but you gotta. But you can do the making this seduction shit. So go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, that's
Give me
my
some Kim
my
Sellers.
name. So yes, I have an OnlyFans and a Bigo Live, and my name on both of them is the Seduction Goddess. Make sure you follow me.
She has a go live.
I thought she was about to introduce me.
I am
Oh, yeah.
though. So it is time.
It's brought to you by her go live.
Oh man.
It is the bottom of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, and it is time for Love and Life with your boy, the king of controversy, Mr. Sexy Deli.
That was amazing. That every week now. I'm spoiled. All right. So today's topic: men cheating is different than women cheating.
I'm mad I just gave you that intro.
Uh-oh.
No, as usual, I'm gonna open the floor for
Wait,
reaction,
go
and
deeper
then
into this. We need
I'm
more
gonna
That's as
explain.
deep as it's gonna get.
No, we gotta go deeper
And
into
then
this.
I'm gonna explain, but I want to see the reactions
Nah.
first.
Ladies first.
But they always say the same, that women cheat because you cheat or because you did something wrong. We do
They
it
say-
because our feelings hurt.
They say women
Y'all do
cheat
it just 'cause you
mentally.
do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Men
It's a-
cheat sexually. I mean, physically. Women cheat mentally.
Exactly.
Right.
Emotionally.
Emotionally, really.
This
make
is what
it
I
right.
say. Be
So
careful.
whoa, time out. So what y'all saying
because we
is
can play the same game.
a woman have never
If you gonna cry harder than
a woman has never cheated out of
Hell
wait,
yeah,
the only
we
time a
do.
woman cheats is when she's hurt.
No,
Is that
I
what y'all
said they
saying?
say that.
Who say that? Who say
That's
that?
what
That's
they
what-
say.
Who is they? Who is they?
It's
People
the
who
same
don't know
society.
nothing about being a woman.
That's what people
That's what they
say.
say.
Who is the people?
Because baby,
When you talk to people, when you talk to regular people.
I'm gonna tell you
No, I
this.
talk to females.
Oh, so
I'm a Virgo.
I'll say
You go
So the
low.
majority of the people that
I'ma
that
go
y'all
lower.
speak would say that women cheat because they are hurt or they're emotionally or
So
I mean,
back
what?
when our grandmamas and mamas cheated, they cheated because they was emotionally hurt. In
Now we do it
2022,
because we petty.
Are we
we
sure?
do it because we petty.
Are we
do
sure?
it because-
Or is that the story
Nigga,
that's just
you-
been told?
That's the story that's been told. We don't know the truth because we ain't
Yeah.
back there. We're
Right.
talking about 2022, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now: be careful what y'all do, because we're gonna come back at you 10 times worse.
Well, I gotta know what we do.
I think it's because
we do
they
better.
missing
That's what
something.
it's said.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you do, we do better.
Right.
So don't play.
Cause
what
y'all
you can't-
cheating and y'all saving
Right.
Becky's name in your phone as Becky. We cheating and we saving Robert's name in our phone as Becky too. What's up?
I'm glad y'all proud of that.
What's
But
up?
you
That's
see,
another
at the same
difference.
time, you see the
That's
messiness
to
in
say
that
the way
though.
they.
I mean, the messiness
look,
starts with
You
y'all.
see the
though.
messiness.
Look.
But sometimes
Wait,
Don't
so
say
time
y'all
out.
ain't-
Wait.
Oh man, it's the same.
Wait, because I'm not gonna let them get away with this real
No,
quick.
I didn't say all women.
I'm not gonna let y'all because I
We
want
gotta
to
talk
know.
about us because I'm
a
team
lot of
faithful.
females that I talk to, I'm gonna say the females that I know, when they do stuff, it's because a dude did something to them, and that I won't make you feel how I felt,
Mhm.
and you gonna feel it worse.
Mhm.
So if you cheat on me and you don't, and most time when guys cheat,
Mhm.
a lot of females I talk to, they don't care, they act nonchalant, or they'll play off like, oh, I don't care, and then turn around and do it again. So in order for you to know what you're doing and how it affects me,
You gotta feel it.
it's only right for
Right.
you.
Like y'all,
So,
ain't-
whoa,
y'all
whoa,
cheating,
I'm gonna-
y'all cheating with our sisters. Y'all cheating with our cousins. Y'all cheating with our
cheat with
best
the
friends.
mamas.
Y'all cheating with our mamas.
Damn.
Y'all cheating with our
I saw that
aunties.
on Maury the one
Did
time.
you see that
Well,
post?
damn. I
You see
mean,
that post of
you
the-
can't even
the
just
two
look at the
sisters?
man for that. But if your mama's sister, cousin, and
Yeah,
best
what
friend
are they
or
doing?
No, but
Like they know
I
that's
couldn't
your
do it.
dude,
I
right?
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all.
Did y'all see that post? Did you see that post where they shared it on? I think it was on Shade Room. They shared a video where a girl talked about they always asked us if we were twins and they were identical. And the father
Yes,
messed with
the
us.
father
both
messed with
sisters
so the sisters
at
were
the same
twins.
time,
The
and they were
sisters were
born
twins.
like minutes away from each
The
other.
sisters were
At the same time.
twins. They both slept with the same man. They both got pregnant by the same man.
At the same
They both
time.
had their daughters on the same day.
4 minutes.
The daughters
apart.
are not
4 minutes apart.
are born by
Like
two
4 or 6
sisters.
6 minutes or 4
4
minutes.
minutes.
apart.
4 minutes apart. Two cousins that are identical twins, sisters. Because their mothers are identical twins.
Let me ask
sisters
y'all a
who slept with
question,
the same
though.
man.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Dang.
So y'all say a woman, because I just want to know this. So y'all
That's-
say women,
that's
like
tough.
women, when they cheat.
So would that be
they cheat
suburb
better than
kids
dudes,
instead of
right?
project kids?
They definitely do it better, but we do it just by nature. Because think about it,
You think we
a
don't do it
woman
like
can make how many seeds, a fertile seed a month?
that? We can't do it without a man.
Exactly, but how many? How many?
Shit, I don't know. I'm working.
One.
I'm not-
Yeah, just one.
One. A man can make millions of sperm
That
a
is very
day.
true.
So clearly, it's a difference in our biology for a reason, and we've been trying to force ourselves into what we've been conditioned to believe is natural. Monogamy is not natural for a man.
So you think monogamy is not natural for a woman?
For some women, it's not. I'm not saying, but some women have, more masculine energy in them than other women. But on the majority scale, most women prefer
Does
to
it
be
make
with
it-
one man.
Okay, so
That's true.
That's true, but it's because society has taught us that it is natural to be with one man.
And it's weird
Society
to
has
have,
taught
dual-
us that.
With society,
Wait,
because of some
let
of
me
them.
finish. Let me finish. Society has taught us that we are whores, that we are ungodly, we are not purified women.
This
If
is-
we desire the touch of more than one man and one, just like men have different needs that different women fulfill, women have different needs that different men fulfill, but we're looked at differently if we admit that.
Well, here's the thing. Like, even with that, right? And I get where you're coming from. Now, this is my grandfather used to explain it to me. He equated it to like a lock in the key, right? Now, this might be old school, but he says just like this: if you have a lock and any key can open that door, it's a shitty lock. But a key that can open up any door is the master key.
That is very true.
If any lock, yeah. So I mean, that's kind of. I mean, that's just pretty much
a real good analogy, and you have to be deep in order to understand what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Because y'all are portals.
We are portals, and we are receptors.
Physical world.
And that is true. We are receptors. So as much as we as women would like to be as frequent flyers as men, and I said frequent flyers because I didn't want to say the other word, we are receptors. So that means we are receiving energy. So how much energy you want to have flowing around inside of you is the real question.
How much different energy?
And they say
How
like
much different energy, because that
where-
energy reflects on you. Energy is cosmic. So you could be walking around with an attitude, you don't even know why, and then ain't your attitude. It's the nigga you slept with last night's attitude.
That stays in
And
a
you
woman.
and it
I read an
stays
article about
yeah,
that staying in a woman when you have sex with
somebody. We hold
that
that.
guy stays
Soul
there.
time.
Well, y'all the ones. Yeah, it's like y'all have
It's not
literally
even
the
soul
temple,
ties,
like because it's crazy, like because it's a tooth kind of. It's like a double-edged sword. Like y'all want to be considered like the queens and the special temples and stuff like that. But then like
not all of y'all are reflecting that type of
I
warranted
mean, well, you got
reaction.
the city girls and Meg the Stallion tell everybody that they can be.
and me, I'm all for it. Like
She
I'm all
can say
for women
whatever
say,
though. It's gonna be up to you to adapt that.
So if we're gonna be honest, it doesn't just fall back on. We keep saying the city girls and Meg the Stallion, but if we're gonna be honest, a lot of the reasons why females are the way they are today, a lot of reasons why females have adapted this masculine energy and this masculine mentality is because one, men have done us so shitty over the years, and we are tired of crying into our pillows because we.
Yeah, I see that.
And I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna. My bad.
Man, I could have sworn you was playing Mary J. Blige. That was you, Tim?
You gotta do. I'm going down. That's the real one. That's the real one.
Time on my head.
I mean, because let's be honest, right? Over the years, men have not really been the best to women. You know what I'm saying?
They have not.
I mean, this is real. Like, I mean,
That's why it goes back to me saying like they're not breeded the same.
It is the
And we're
conditioning.
totally different.
It is.
It's the
yeah.
conditioning.
I mean, but men is supposed to be different from women.
and
Like
right.
everything about us is different. Like we're not supposed to be the same.
It's different.
challenge
It's
is
finding
finding
out
out
about it. It's different now. It's music.
It's different across ethnicity
Influences.
and racial backgrounds because we don't want to admit this, but in our culture, men are not taught to value and cherish that. Men are not taught to view black women as queen and to put their black women.
Honestly, that's in any culture because like white dudes treat white women like shit too.
What there are some,
Like I
but
think
not as many as in the black.
I mean,
Listen,
I feel like
let me-
you can
let me-
only
let me-
say
I
that.
ain't gonna do that.
I disagree.
I feel like you
disagree.
can only
I
say
disagree.
They women
I
started a
have
whole
never-
movement
I
off of
have
that.
never seen as much bashing of a same nationality culture as I do in black
And racial.
yeah, I've seen so many black men on my timeline who be like, I would never date a black woman. Black women got attitudes. Black women this, black thing. But when y'all motherfuckers is getting shot, it is the black woman standing
Hey,
out
but
there.
whoa, time out. But
marching
there's
for
plenty of
yours.
black dudes that saying that they love black women.
There
You don't see none of those
I
posts?
do, but let's not. We not talk about that part of it. We talk about this part of it right now, and this part of it says that there, for as many black men as there are marching and saying I love black women, there are just as many saying that I could not date a black woman. I would rather be. Let's look at how many of our profound businessmen, our profound rappers, our profound actors and entertainers who get rich and date the white woman.
LeBron James, black woman. Dwayne Wade, black woman. Denzel Washington, black woman. I can like that's the thing though.
You just
Like,
gotta
you looking at the
you
wrong
only
one.
looking at that portion.
Yeah.
And it's only
That's
a
the
small
portion we're talking about right now.
So what? There's black women with white dudes. How many times have I heard and this is a fact. I've heard sisters say so many times,
what's the
I'm gonna
ratio?
get a white dude to treat me well.
Why do you say it?
And then black women be like, go
Why
ahead,
do we
girl.
say it?
Go ahead,
Why
girl.
do we say it? Why do we say
that's
it?
true.
Why do y'all think they gonna treat y'all better? Why do y'all think that?
Because y'all have shown us that y'all treat us like shit.
So y'all haven't seen white people treat women like shit?
I don't know. I've never dated outside my race.
No. You haven't seen white. No. You don't have to. But
So you only see the majority of.
You don't have to date outside the race to see what goes on.
But hear that, because for everything I've just said, everything I just pointed out a fact. I've never dated outside.
You don't have to date
as a
outside
black
the race.
wait, listen, because what I'm saying is, as a black woman, even with everything that society has said about y'all, everything that a black man has proven to be true or proven not to be true, as a black woman, I still support and believe in the black man, and I still will only date the black man.
That's what's up. That's great.
And then I had a little something right there.
But even in that regard, though, so there's black men that support black women. Now here's the thing, though, black women and I've literally been witness to this, and I'm sorry that maybe this is the only things I've seen, because I've only dated a majority. I would say I've only dated maybe like outside my race once, and it was like for like a week, so I don't even count.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That don't count. You tried it.
But for what I've seen though, black women, and this is just from what I've seen now, maybe it's just a woman thing. But for most black women, y'all look at all the wrong things when dealing with a dude before, like y'all say, y'all don't. Most black men don't get the absolute support from black women unless we have status, unless we got money, unless we got something that
the black woman is the only one. We the only one who support y'all when y'all broke. Y'all can't put a white woman in y'all.
Y'all judge us for being broke sometimes. If
we
be broke.
We put y'all through school. We stand beside y'all when y'all broke.
No. So here's the thing. Like me, I personally look at it like this: you date who you date. I don't care what color it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look, because if a brother falls in love with a white woman, if he falls in love with a black woman, hey, that's who we vibe with. You know what I'm saying? And then, because here's the thing, then you got black people, when they date black people, sometimes that don't work out. You know what I'm saying? And then they go find them another black relationship to be in. So I think it's just about who you vibe with. You know what I'm saying? And for an individual, and then they might want to switch it up. They want to try something different. So there's like, look, I haven't had like good relationships with black women. Let me try something else. Because ain't that what black women do? Like, that's what y'all do. Y'all say, oh, my relationships with black men haven't worked out. I'm gonna try a white guy. Serena Williams did it.
I know females that say that.
Yeah, exactly.
All women that say that, but then you got most of us.
Or the ones that go, I'll go light skin instead of brown skin.
I'm not gonna lie. Women have preferences. I don't go light skin because I'm saying, oh, I done got done wrong.
That's your brother.
I just that's just my.
I mean, that's your preference, but
do y'all want me to actually get into the reason why I said
yes,
what I said?
We want to know why you brought this bullshit.
And I love the conversation first though. All right, so the reason why it's different for me in my mind, mainly between a man cheating and a woman cheating, first off the biology. That's off the top. We built differently. We made to do different things. We're built to endure different things. A man could never endure the pain of bringing life into this fucking universe. That's why I still feel like the female.
We're not built for it. We can't squeeze
the baby out of our pee hole. Being in our
that's crazy
conceptual existence, as far as I can tell. Like, can't no other being in this universe take pain like a woman. But that's why it's different from when a man cheats.
I don't know, man. You saw Denzel Washington in Glory. He got his ass whipped and only dropped one kill.
We not built to endure that type of pain.
With that comparison, I'm so aggravated with it.
Getting the ass whooping and bringing life into this world is nowhere near the same.
Totally different.
It was a joke.
Because it's voluntary.
A
they voluntarily are doing these things most of the time.
Closest to death.
Like literally could die. We both got the chance to witness that. We both got kids. You feel me? So I could never shit on a woman that's really a woman. But a lot of these women ain't women no more. But that's a whole other topic.
He about to get canceled.
But Listen, when a man cheat, he could still not feel a thing for the woman he
You
just
think we
did
can't?
that little thing with. No, I'm not saying that y'all. It's not possible,
Not a
but
lot, but
more
not a lot,
often
though.
than not, as a majority, y'all prefer to know who y'all dealing with and only deal with that person.
That is so true, though.
It is because
Our heart, we want to be so strong. We want to be so. I'm about that life.
and it do affect you.
I see it on Facebook all the time. Y'all be ready to get wiped up. Like
Like
if you go, I look at dudes' posts. I don't like. We talk about relationships and stuff, but our posts we talk about a little bit of everything. We talk about this, that, and the third. 90% of posts I see from females is about if they ain't got no dude, they talking about, man, I wish I could get a dude. Man, this is dude. I was being single. I suck dick like this, and I do that. Like y'all be on the like. Just imagine if dudes was on Facebook acting like that. We would be looking like. Say what? I've seen them post like yeah. I got
marriage post or something.
Scrolling down my feed, I just be like, man, this is.
yeah, bro. Like you see those posts where I got the water drip.
Man,
super
where's
squirt.
y'all
Like
daddies at?
half the bitches,
Where was
sorry
y'all
y'all can give me.
That's crazy to
Half
me.
the bitches putting a post about how they suck dick and how they got that drip and got that drip and they can't suck dick.
Or like they be taking, or like they just be like taking pictures in their drawers and stuff like that, and posting, oh man, I'm all alone. I wish I had a dude and mood and all that shit. Like, it's weird to me. Like that is weird because because
if you do, damned if you don't.
Because how are y'all?
If you do, damned if you don't.
And I seen girls do this for like months.
It's for all them thirst traps. It's like 200 niggas in her inbox.
Exactly. And bruh,
And think about
and whatever
it,
you say.
Think about it. Hold up. Think about how many of those people she actually want to entertain.
Like maybe one or two. No, they ain't even entertain them. It's to make another dude jealous. It's to give you attention of a whole other dude.
A woman putting up them posts is doing it for one or two reasons. One, her bank account loan, she needs some finances.
Right.
Yeah, that's true too.
Two,
Cash out.
Two, she waiting for a nigga to notice and jump in her inbox and be like, what the fuck is you?
She trying to get somebody.
She knows somebody about to come knock her upside her head and then fuck her serious.
Right. Or she doing that to get somebody jealous or get somebody mad.
That's what no woman unless a woman, and I'm not gonna say no woman because there's really women out here that's dealing with mental health issues and that are dealing with abandonment issues who really are seeking that type of attention.
Because it's not that many fathers. Because I wonder how many of these women got like fathers in their life. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them don't.
And I'm talking about like some real fathers, not like Jim who came around and picked you up and like took you to the game that one time.
So
and
listen,
I'm talking about.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put my business out there, and I know
You don't have to, but
and I'm gonna tell you, if any of my family watching, they about to be mad at me, but I don't care. I just had a realization moment like the other day, and I had this conversation with my mom because it was like I realized for me that a lot of the toxic relationships I allow myself to be in, a lot of the reasons why I forgive dudes for doing me dirty, a lot of reasons why I take dudes back, why I accept the cheating, why I've accepted the abuse, is because the first dude I ever forgave for doing me dirty was my father. The first dude I ever took back and allowed to keep popping in and out my life was my father. The first dude that I allowed to make promises for me that he never fulfilled was my father. The first dude that I allowed to say I'm on my way and never showed up was my father. So wait, let me finish because I really had to go through this moment the other day in order for me to build and move past it. In order for me to get to the point where I no longer accept it from dudes, I had to get to the point where I am no longer accepting it from my father. And like I said, it's about to make a lot of my family members, if they're watching, I had to literally text my father and say, I'm done. I can't be the daughter you walk on anymore. I can't be the daughter that accepts you part-time or half-time anymore because I accept you part-time and half-time, I am allowing myself to be loved part-time and half-time. And that's really what females are going through. Our first heartbreak normally comes from our father.
Hey, that's so. Do you think? Let me ask you this question to the panel. Do you think a lot of our relationship troubles or success is based upon the relationships
that we have with our parents
and that we have from our parents?
Yes.
I would think so.
Yes.
I would think so. Like
loves.
And you gotta keep in mind, like we're like a sponge. When you're little, you're a sponge.
Yeah.
So what you see is what you do. You imitate what you see.
Yeah.
So if you're raised thinking that's okay, like, oh, it's okay for your mama to get slapped by your daddy or for your daddy to leave, then you gonna think in your mind like, oh, that's normal.
And then some people think it's the
That's
opposite.
why you're
Like,
supposed to nip
there's
it
been a lot of
right then.
Why
You
your
ain't
daddy
the
grow
only,
like
the
that.
only body that
how
timed
as
in
a
and only
child
heard
do
that
we know
clip.
how to nip it in the bud?
We
How
don't
as a
condone that.
child do we know, like,
No,
It-
that's
it-
the
it
parent.
starts
The
with
parent
the
has to
mother.
nip
But
it.
then you got some
The
people who
parent.
grow up in a household like that say, I'm gonna do the
Parent has
opposite.
to do that.
Like,
it is, and I give
If
shout
a
out to
mother
my
has
brothers,
a son
so
and he
shout
hit
out
little
to my
girl, she gotta
brothers,
nip that in the
because
bud.
my
Right.
She grew
brothers
up
made
doing
the
that.
decision to say, I'm going to be different.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a different man. I'm going to be a different father. I'm going to be present in my children's life. And I've watched my brothers, majority of them, be the opposite of what we grew up with.
see, that's a part of
But
that age of awakening.
yeah,
every
but
day.
not everybody
You know what I'm saying?
turns out like that. Not
Right.
everybody has that awakening. And for them, it took strong women standing behind them and stepping up and saying, I'm not going to let the mistakes I made destroy my kids for them to order to get there. Will every woman get there? No, there are women. I seen a video that a mother put up the other day where she was just distraught because she was raising these kids by herself, and she put up a video where you would have thought she was dogging a grown-ass man. But
How
she
many
was-
kids did she have?
She was dogging a baby. I don't know how many kids she has, but if you go back and watch it, it's on
I'ma wa-
Instagram.
Okay.
She's dogging a baby. Talk about how she got in her car and she just wanted to like take the baby out the seatbelt and just drive fast and let him just fly, just to, like. And people, again, that's people say it's postpartum and this whatever, but men don't understand that women do go through postpartum. Men don't understand that women, we do come attached with all these emotions. So when y'all leave, when y'all walk away, when y'all ignore us, when y'all cheat on us, you don't understand what the input that y'all putting into it. You don't understand the outcome that comes from that. A woman, and there was a post where a woman, she killed her baby on live just to hurt the baby father.
Oh my gosh.
Like
Yeah.
those
There's a
things
lot of
are real.
Or like the dude that killed his kid because of his
But
baby
that's
mama.
mental
Like,
instability, though. That's not just having
That's not just
emotions.
mental stability
yeah,
and
that's that.
instability. That's mental instability, and that's emotional destruction. Like, we do not realize how deep our words cut. We do not realize how deep our actions cut. Everybody can't handle giving. If I'm somebody who's already hurting, if I'm somebody who's already been through past drama, if I'm somebody who's taking a risk and I'm saying, okay, I've been through this, but I'm gonna give one more chance and I'm gonna give it to you. And then you promise me you're gonna be different. And then you come and you be the same person.
See, that's why
Do you
promises are
realize
key.
what you that what's his name? I don't want the rapper 600
600 breezy.
Breezy
Oh,
600.
It's so many numbers out there.
Yeah,
Right, it is a lot of
his
numbers.
fiance, his girlfriend
That killed herself.
committing suicide. Like, those things are real. We do not realize the energies we are putting out into the world. We do not realize that words kill. We do not realize that actions kill. We do not realize that sometimes when people are crying out, they're really crying out. A girl that's crying out to you is not always toxic. A girl that's crying out to you is not always looking for attention. A girl that's crying out to you is not always somebody you want to turn your back on, because you might be her last hope. And when you turn her back, she might jump off a bridge into some water.
But what you got to also consider the tremendous amount of pressure that's putting on whoever
Somebody
he-
else.
That
she
is
Because
true.
here's the
But
thing,
here's the thing.
that person
Here's the
ain't
thing.
like
that.
Here's the
The
thing.
person
As
has
a
to be
woman, I know
confided
this,
in.
and I'm sure Stephanie and Tika, as a woman, I know this because I've done this. Women are very transparent. We go into a relationship with open and honesty. So if I'm going into a relationship and I'm honest enough to tell you what I've been through,
That's not
and
most
you know,
women.
wait, listen, let me finish. Because if you know what I've been through, and you know that this might be a negative effect for me,
And
this
what
might
happened when I
break
was in that
me.
relationship,
Yeah.
or what I did
If
when I was
in your heart, you know, I am not strong enough to deal with this. I am not strong enough to help her through this. I don't want to take on this baggage. I don't want to take on this drama. I don't think I can be the man to give her the future she desires. Stop it there.
See that,
But I go back to what he
I'm
saying
that
with
type
that
of man. I'm
breathing.
that type of. It's been women in my life along the span of my life, as short as it's been so far, but as great as it's been so far. it's been women that I've seen. I'm not gonna be able to be that type of man.
Yeah, you
And as much as it hurts for us to hear it, we
like what you
respect
said
it.
was like how men are breeded different than females. When a guy is trying, I just feel like personally, because I know I hang out with a lot of males. You know what I'm saying? When a guy's trying to talk to a female, they really, if depending on what type of person that is, if they just trying to hit, they gonna listen to whatever you saying.
And that's the chameleon effect.
Now,
That's the chameleon effect. That's the chameleon effect.
even in that regard. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're aggravated.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, you ain't about that life? I didn't forget myself.
Don't tell me you ain't worried about rock, paper, scissors. You better get with the
I don't want to interrupt.
You found out Mr. Brandon Bell too bougie for rock, paper, scissors.
I don't want to interrupt though.
I agree with her. I feel like me personally, as a woman, when I hit that point, because I was in an abusive relationship, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because when I was in that abusive relationship, it wasn't that I couldn't defend myself back. Like in my head, I felt like I don't want to hurt you, I don't want to kill you. But why are you really trying to kill me? Like, why do you have these feelings?
Yeah,
like,
my question
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but you trying to kill me.
I was too busy trying to figure out what was wrong with you.
And trying to fix it.
Trying to fix you instead of realizing like, hey, this nigga beating my ass. But in my mind, it's like,
but my whole thing
why?
is,
why are you hurting?
What attracted you to him?
At the end of the day,
what you talking about? It's the chameleon effect.
No. Like what attracted? Like
no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honest.
What attracted?
I grew up with my parents were strict.
Okay.
So I wasn't allowed to do a lot of stuff. I was a tomboy. I wanted to play sports. I wasn't even thinking about boys until I got in college, to be honest with you. But every time my dad would see me with the guys, grounded. I was like, I was playing ball.
At least you got grounded. I got punched in the chest.
I sneak out to play football and basketball because me and my brother were close in age. So wherever he was going, I was going. That's all I wanted to do. I want to play ball. I want to do this. Let's go do this. Where the dudes at? Let's go play. Let's go up to the court. That kind of stuff. So with me, when I finally got to that point where I was ready to, I'm interested in guys like, I like him or whatever. And with me, no, I'm just serious. Like I had trouble talking to guys because I felt like I look back at it and feel like, did my dad hinder me or make me a better person? Or would I be different if I knew a lot of stuff that I went through as a younger person, that when I came an adult or in adulthood, then I would have handled it a lot differently than what I did if I would have dated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I felt like I didn't get enough experience to where I didn't know better, where it's important for me as an adult not to make these decisions. Right. So when I got into my relationship, I ain't gonna lie, my daddy put me in everything, boxing, karate, I did it all. Like,
none of that shit
I could probably beat up anybody, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing was, it was like, when I first messed with him, I was more materialistic. I was young. I like stuff like, ooh, you want to buy me a break? And I'm a Pisces. I just like gifts. I associate gifts with love. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you want to get? Okay. Like, I was into that kind of stuff. Like, just, you know, when you're younger.
She made me want to stick my claws into my daughter. Like,
but when you were younger, that's all you was thinking about. Like, oh, I want a shirt. You was thinking materialistic stuff. Or at least I was when I was younger. So when I got older and I was messing with this person, I had that feeling like, I don't think you right. I don't think we but I wanted to still mess with him because he kept buying me stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I got to that point where I got locked in, and I was gonna be real. I got knocked up. I did care about him. I'm not gonna say I didn't love him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But once we got into that situation and I kept going back, I was raised with both my parents together. So I'm thinking in my head, like, my parents went through a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, like struggling, taking care of the kids, disability, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like being hurt or being injured, stuff like that. And my mother stuck by my dad and all that stuff. So I'm thinking like, oh, when he started doing all of this stuff, okay, I'm gonna stick in it because we're gonna get through it because it's a light at the end of that tunnel. But then when it got to a point where my daughter jumped in and was like, Daddy, please don't hit my mommy. It was like right there. It was right there that I decided, like, my daughter is seeing this stuff and she's aware of what's going on. And it was up to me to make her understand what a woman's not supposed to deal with or what a woman's supposed to tolerate. That's not okay. What you're supposed to do when a person hits you or if a guy ever put his hands on you, you walk away. So if I'm steady having somebody put their hands on me or cheating on me and my daughter seeing that, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving her that image. Oh, that's what she's supposed to deal with. Yeah. And they took that moment where it was like, I need to stop thinking. I was thinking selfish. I was thinking about me. Like, even though I was thinking about my child, I was still thinking about me. Like, because I always thought, like, oh, you got to be good in order for the kids to be good. But you not thinking about what you thinking. What it's supposed to be a family. You got to have that family together. You thinking what society tells you you're supposed to be. Like, oh, it's a nuclear family. That's why I was raised up. When you watch all those shows or those white shows or however you want to say it.
Cosby's.
That's not even the beavers, all that stuff. Yeah, and the family together, all happy and stuff like that. Like, oh, it's gonna get there. I just gotta wait. Gotta be patient.
Those sitcoms really should have told us should have sold some real shit. Like this, like they would have sold like Heathcliff Huxtable, like him and Claire going off on each other. Him like shaking the shit out of her. Like, God damn it, Claire, I told you.
I think that's what it is. Like,
shut the fuck up.
We watch. There was a false narrative,
yeah, they was.
and even still, they give us a false narrative of what love is. Like, even Ashanti made that song. I want to feel like the girls in the movies to have a man.
Man, that's
fairy tales and all that.
Songs by her on that.
Like women, y'all grow up, y'all go like with the Cinderellas and the Snow White.
And my
like,
little
y'all
Phyllis when I was in high school.
Because the movies has really given us a false view of what love and life is, and we all with, and the reason why we cheat, the reason why we never happy and we never settle is because we look like Ashanti really hit it with that. Like, I want a man that so in love to make it fall to his leaves. Like, I'm on his mind when he's asleep. It's like,
I got a question though.
Looking for that chase.
See, I ain't really got enough to. I ain't got enough time to really like say that much stuff. But I just want to know now. Okay. I just want to know now, when you finally get a man like that, right?
We don't know he got it. Because
wow, that's why I go back to why don't y'all know? It's like, okay, if he different from a man that been putting his hands on you, if he different from...
I'm actually dealing with that situation right now. So here's the reason. We don't know we got it because we so used to being hurt. We so used to being mistreated. Right. We so used to the pain and the drama that we can't recognize real, genuine, loving.
I think the problem is when
why do you think it's love whenever a dude
relationship
puts his hands on you?
I need to be with somebody else to get over it. So if I'm with somebody,
we 12 o'clock on the dot.
Hey, y'all finished
Finish your last thoughts.
My bad. I'm just saying.
Because I just feel like he'd be judged on that. You know, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because one moment you got that man we were just talking about a moment ago. Pretty much the wrong type of man. Even Mary J. Blige and Drake made a song about it. Mr. Wrong. She was in love with Mr. Wrong. Dope song, but I'm saying, how you in love with Mr. Wrong, but you got Mr. Right here, now all of a sudden he a mama's boy. You gotta feminize him in some type of way.
Because and I hate to put
this man that's
Mr. Right never give you
gotta
that,
be a strong man.
Like Mr. Wrong. Mr. Wrong know how to flip it up and down, turn it around, smack it up and all that.
Forget all that. Mr. Right can do that too, but he's not getting enough of a chance because of Mr. Wrong.
Because that's what I'm saying. To Mr. Wrong, and we know Mr. Wrong know how to do it right. We never give Mr. Right a chance to prove that he can do it. I just think
Mr. Right would do it better if you ask me. You gonna forget about Mr. Wrong.
I don't know. Some of them Mr. Right.
Y'all not giving Mr. Right enough of a chance.
The best sex, and we hate to say it, but you see it on Instagram. The best sex come for that nigga who ain't got no job. That still live at home with his mom.
So you just in it for sex. Now, see, if we in it for sex, then what? Oh, we just went ahead and quit.
Don't y'all listen to that. That's whack.
See, so she just admitted sometimes
that's some of the dumbest shit I ever heard come from females.
She just said women. She basically just said women be off for sex.
We don't know that comment came from a female. Instagram.
Look,
because if he still live at home with his mama and do basically she's like, okay, well, he's good for something.
Let me say,
y'all look for men that's just good for something.
That is some of the dumbest shit. Because because for real, you're gonna date like really what's in your environment and what's in your surroundings. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you're cute, you got a bigger environment.
I mean, so how do you end up dating a dude? Like, how do you end up dating a dude with no money then and that stay in the house with his mama? How does that happen then? How does that happen? How does he even get that far to get in your drawers?
That's when a toleration starts to come into play.
Damn, like did he buy you a flower?
That's because they start tolerate them. They tolerate them.
Time out. Let me. Whoa. A representative. You mean to tell me? Wait. Let me finish. Wait. Let me finish. I gotta stand up. Let me finish because I want to get cut off right here. I do not want to get cut off right here.
Brandon, it's intense right now.
So
Kelly, you did this. But before you chop my head off, female sin representative.
Let me say it like that. Now y'all come in before I can speak. Damn.
We already know.
You see what I'm saying? All right, so look. How much of a representative can a dude put up living with his mom? Like how many months? Like how long did y'all wait before the dude hit it? Because you can't put up a front that long if you stay with your mama and you broke.
Hey, some of them are talented.
So that means y'all let that dude hit it in like 2 weeks.
So first of all, let's talk about this. We grown as fuck.
He hit it that night.
We grown as fuck. Niggas, wait.
Wait. So that means
women ain't waiting for sex either, nigga. We grown as fuck.
Okay,
I want to know what you bring it to. Whoa. Yes, we letting them hit it early. What the fuck is we talking about? We grown as fuck. My pussy purr just like your dick.
Whoa. It sounds like you took that a little personal.
No, I didn't. Put the disclaimer. I don't fuck no nigga out there with his mama. You gotta have
but see, that's what I'm saying. Wait, time out. So how do y'all end up with
you only want him if he's putting it down.
No, so listen, I'm gonna call you because I don't need him to put it down good because baby, I put it down great.
That's great. That's all right. So look, but how does that happen though?
She said the best sex come from a man.
Hold on. So how does that happen though? When y'all were in, like, what kind of representative is a dude? He got to be almost a British spy to be able to put up a front. Because that goes back to a woman's worth, right? Women, if y'all like. How y'all end up with a Mr. Wrong if y'all actually take time to appreciate, because we all got needs and take sex is what it is, because y'all getting the same way we is. So sex is 50-50. I shouldn't have, like, if y'all want to fuck, I shouldn't have to take you out to dinner and on a ship and buy flowers and everything. The fuck, just say it the same way y'all be like, oh, dudes, whoa. Just say it
but what he said.
And let me get it all like for ladies, because like, look, like for real, if ladies would like. Y'all also put yourselves under that blanket of bullshit, basically, because like the same way y'all want honesty from us, we want honesty from y'all, right? So it's just like this. Be honest. If you out here if you just want some dick, just say that.
But there's a lot of females that do. They come on and say
all right,
that.
Cool. But now here's the thing. Wait, and now if y'all want a meaningful, ladies, if y'all want a meaningful, now this is some real shit. If y'all really want a meaningful relationship with a good dude, here's some things. Wouldn't it be smart to, I don't know, make the dude wait before you fuck? Yes. Wouldn't it be smart to on your social media, instead of like putting up half naked pictures, because now half of the world has seen your butt naked already, and like, here's the thing. We got mutual Facebook friends. So some of my homeboys have seen it and been left all type of dirty comments under your picture. So every time y'all put a picture out like that, y'all don't know. Y'all actually like taking out yourselves out the category for good men, because it's just like, well, my homeboy, damn, he already said something to you. Damn, this nigga already said something to you. This nigga already said something to you. And by the time you could get approached by a real dude, he done saw like 1,000 dudes already approach you and say, like, because here's the thing, right? A dude could say you're very beautiful and not mean it. And then a dude could say you're very beautiful and actually mean it. Y'all wouldn't know the difference, right? You know what I'm saying? But then you end up with a fucked up dude. So when it comes down to a woman's worth, like if y'all want a real meaningful relationship, y'all like quick sex ain't gonna mix with that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want some dick, cool, just go out and get y'all some dick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna disagree with you.
What's up?
I'm gonna disagree with you, and on this one, I hate to put myself out there because I ain't gonna even lie to you. About a year and a half ago, I seen somebody, and I was just like, you know what? I want to just, I want to see what that thing popping for. Mm-hmm. And a year and a half later, what was supposed to be a one night stand, we still rocking.
A year and a half? That's not a long time.
So
I'm sorry.
We still rocking.
A meaningful relationship is like, we're talking like meaningful. We're talking like 5, 6, where you're talking about building and all that stuff.
Bullshit, because you could be in a relationship for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and that shit don't mean shit. You could be, No,
3-4 years before I actually
got
married to her.
But we wasn't even in a relationship.
Y'all was friends,
until
right?
the first
Exactly. Y'all was
year
friends
before
first.
we got
That goes to my
married.
point. So cool. Y'all was friends first. You said it. Y'all was friends. Y'all was cool first. You was in another relationship, and she was when y'all first met. Y'all got to know each other first, and that's all I'm saying. As men and women, we don't take the time for real to know each other, and I mean for real. You know what I'm saying? But that also comes to knowing who we are. You know what I'm saying? Before we even, because it's just like, if you want to get into, if you just want to have some flings or just try to date and sing, know that about yourself. Know that, okay, it's just like a movie. It's like a movie set. I'm going to have auditions. You know what I'm saying? Not every person that I date, you're not supposed to spend the rest of your life with. You know what I'm saying? And people got to realize that. Every relationship ain't going to work out. And people got to quit getting salty when they don't, because everything ain't meant to last forever. Right. Some things last long, some things might last longer, but nothing lasts forever. Like, nothing. Like nothing, literally nothing. Can you tell me anything that lasts forever? Everything. Like it could last 120 years, but it's still gonna have an expiration date. Actually, death doesn't last forever. What people might know of death might be, but for some people, death is eternal. Say what?
So is it safe to say that life is forever?
It all depends on how you look at life, because because what we look at life right now is different from where we pass on and whatever afterlife that is. That could be a whole nother type of existence. You feel me? So it changed. Things change. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life is. Life is about change. People pass away. People move away. Feelings change. Situations change. Circumstances change. You can meet somebody, and when you first meet somebody, y'all could be like both like, yeah, I'm really into books, right? And then just by you being in the books, maybe a particular book you read got your interest into doing something totally different, right? Now this person, they reading a book and they got them interests going totally different. Some people, their interests align and they continue moving this way. Some people it goes this way, some people it goes that way. And as humans, we got to understand we don't own each other's spirits and hearts and journeys. You know what I'm saying? We are part of each other's spirits, hearts, and journeys. We're all co-stars in each other's movies. And sometimes you're not going to be with the person from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. Sometimes this person's going to fall off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? Halfway, and we have to quit.
That's why I hate that question when they be like,
we have to quit. And here's the thing: we got to quit putting perfection pressure on each other. Understand, humans make mistakes because. I mean, everything on this planet is literally like non-imperfect. You know what I'm saying? Where there has never been a time in history where there has been a majority of society was faithful to each other. Can you tell me a time in history where the majority of society was like faithful? Never been. Never has been. It's been very rare cases where one person stays with one person and nobody cheats, nobody does anything, nobody lies, nobody gets mad. And they just roll out into the sunset.
Just think about that in the animal kingdom. How many actual animals mate for life?
None of them. Very few. But it's a small amount. It's a small amount. But that's what I'm saying. The averages.
Monogamy is not for everyone.
That's why people put too much pressure, because the numbers are stacked against you. The numbers alone are stacked against you to say that this person that you meet you're going to be with that person forever, no matter what the fuck they say to you, because they actually could genuinely feel like that one day. You know what I'm saying? And then as time go on, like you might change a little bit of things. You might think that you're doing you. You might think you're doing you, but you done changed so much that's not the person that the person met that they liked when they first met you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it happens because we're human fucking beings. We're not fucking like perfectionists. Yeah, we have a God spirit, but we're God spirits that's having this human experience, right? We're literally having a human experience. And last time I checked, like humans, we're in the same plane as mammals and shit like that. So we're prone to make mistakes. And as adults, we make mistakes more than kids, and we know better. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at. You feel me? And our show ran a little bit over, but we are the hottest show out right now. You know what I'm saying? So when you're LeBron, you get to stay on the court that extra long period of time. You don't get put on the bench. You feel me? But yeah, so that's what life is, man. Like, and we all just humans having a human experience, and with our moral ethics, our codes, and the way we're brought up, and the way we're molded, that's going to determine our relationships. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? And some relationships, they're going to go good for you. Some relationships are going to go bad for you. I hope just no matter how the relationship goes, you stay good to yourself. And that's the most important thing. So we out. It's your boy Black 9, Black State of Weight. You know what I mean? To my co-general.
Sexy baby.
Don't do it like that, Deli. Don't do it like that. You motherfucker, don't do it like that. He said, y'all know what it is.
He said, ain't no other. He said, that's all that he need to say is this.
Sexy Deli. Indeed. All right.
See goddess, crazy girl. Follow me on love_goddess_body.
You got Beauty the model up. What's up?
Slick Nick from the 216.
Adrian Sherrill at I_am_Adrian Sherrill.
And this is Big Daddy Lemon Juice, Live Lemon Juice, Money City. Holla at your boy. Hit my Twitter feed. Black feet, cotton picking, never doing that. Super woke, 11:11.
So wait, before we go, I just got confirmation. Wait, listen, because I did reach out to the man himself, with the permission of the man himself, to Mr. S. Gorton to see if we can get him on the show to talk about his singles mixer. So he did confirm that he is ready to come on the show. So we're gonna get somebody to go head and head with Mr. Sexy Deli on the Love and Life.
But see, we got some dope ass guests coming up. Now we both got some like guests in the chamber. I want to say who we got coming up. We might have coming up. Deli know we done talked about this, but I don't want to just spring it on y'all until I get some comments. Like we got a line. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I talked about you. But all I know is just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know.
I'll be keeping it transparent. You see.
All I know is, you know what I'm saying, this show's about to get real interesting. So if you've been watching and rocking with us, you know what I mean, strap in. You about to go on a ride, and if you haven't got on this roller coaster yet, get in the line. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of seats.
Before we go, you all shout out to Redline Radio for our certificates.
Oh yeah, the hot show coming in. Coming in hot. Motherfucking, and our show was provided by it's just Realty. If your family is thinking about buying a new or selling their home, or your business is looking to upgrade, contact Frank Sobashin. Frank Sobashin at All Access Realty. Frank is a veteran who served our country and is now serving the community. Frank is also committed to helping our veterans. If you know any housing opportunities for our vets, please contact Frank today, 440-391-7430, or email him at franks@allaccessrealty.com.